And we're back for more Phoenix Wright. This is officially the part of the game where we're going to be running into Apollo Justice spoilers, as well as Dual Destiny spoilers, I'm assuming.
Possibly. We'll
It's a
see.
fair warning.
M told us to warn her if there's actually spoilers. See, I guess.
Like, if it's just Trucy and Apollo shagging in the back, then, you know, there's no, it's not really, doesn't count.
Well, what we're looking for, we're looking for them not to mention the previous trials.
Agreed. However, we're going to have to watch this silly Billy cutscene again.
Yeah. Well, we get to see Trucy being cute, so whatever. Fine.
It's a victory, I suppose. Also, the music's really good. We can't escape these Alice in Wonderland games. Never happens.
We cannot.
Behold my might!
Game just ends. I already made that joke.
Game over. Trucy dead. Dragon killed her.
Shame on you, Mr. Rias.
No!
No!
Basically a final boss of any Dragon Quest game. Some big dopey dragon that goes no!
One time. One time ever has it ever been a dragon, actually.
Okay, to be fair. But a lot of them look very, very dopey.
Okay, yeah, they do look stupid, you're right. Or they're like too extra to be taken seriously, anyway.
They always have the three-pronged fingers. Sometimes... No, it's always been three. We made that joke.
Yeah, and they
Always.
also... I don't think a single one of them lacks horns.
And that dialogue just text skipped, and that's how the evil Bruise was defeated or something
Yeah,
like
he
that.
was defeated. He was caught in a hat. End of the day.
Yeah. So I'm probably going to do Trucy and you're going to do Apollo. Meanwhile, you're going to do
Yeah.
Maya while I'll do Phoenix. I think that works. And that's how the evil magician
Yeah,
works.
that works. And then we'll have to play it by ear on whatever the fuck the prosecution situation is.
Yeah. We will figure it out. One of us will do one of it.
I don't
Oh,
know
wow.
if there's two
Speaking
them.
of which. God damn it.
Oh, Athena, this
You jerk. You had to
a
come and
wrench in the
ruin it.
entire plan.
Bravo! Brava, Trucy! Wow, Apollo. Wasn't that a great trick?
You bet. I've never seen such a great magic act.
Did you know they even featured Trucy's show on TV this morning? Penrose Theater, a well-known gateway to success for all entertainers. It's here at this famous theater that we'll finally get to see a murder. Oh, wait a minute. Trucy writes, Trucy in Grammariland. Grammariland?
I guess.
Grammare? I've seen that word used before, so you know. The long-awaited revival of the magic of the Troupe Grammare. Oh, those people. Dude, I love the theme of the one Grammare character. It's so fucking good. Actually, that was that theme just now. That wasn't Trucy's theme. That was the Grammare theme. Oh, that's why I recognized it. That's like one of my favorite themes in the entire game.
We're not quite to spoilers yet, Em. But we're getting there.
Yeah, we're getting there. Let's the fact that they mentioned the Grammares, we're getting pretty close.
Wow, that explains why there's a TV crew here to cover the show.
This is the perfect opportunity to promote the Write Anything agency too. After all, people look up to things they see on TV, right? But wouldn't they be looking up to the talent part?
This is Apollo.
Fuck. Damn you,
They
Athena.
need to show Apollo on screen at some point.
I know. No, they actually don't. In the
Oh,
investigation phases, then since you're playing as
that's
Apollo, they
true.
won't show Apollo.
That's true, yeah. But wouldn't they be looking for the talent part and not the law part of our agency?
If we have a trial where we play as Athena, then you will get to see Apollo.
Yeah.
Mamma mia, you're right. We get nothing but requests from Trucy fans, wouldn't we?
Oh well. I guess we'll have to make it the old-fashioned way. My name is Apollo Justice. I'm a rookie lawyer with only about 2 years of experience under my belt.
I really don't think he's a rookie lawyer anymore. I think he's pretty good.
Yeah, he was already more competent. Like, as a starting lawyer, he was more competent than
Phoenix.
many Phoenix. Yeah, but anyway. We're here to see Trucy's magic show. She's a fellow member of our agency.
But also he cheats, so, you know.
Yeah. We came on behalf of our boss, Mr. Wright, who's away on a trip.
Ooh, and did you hear, Apollo? Even though it's only her debut, her shows are completely sold out.
What? Really? That's amazing.
Voila, a star is born. Who knows how far she'll go? At this rate, nothing in the world can stop us.
You realize this has nothing to do with you, right? This is Athena Sykes. She's another member of our agency. She may not look it, but at just 19 years old, she's a lawyer as well.
Is it Sykes or Size? Because, like, both work for
I've
psychology
always
and
heard-
psychology.
I've always heard Sykes, but...
I'm pretty sure in the game there actually is, like, I think the judge at one point mentions for the trial of Athena Size or something like that.
I don't know.
What do you mean she may not look it? Of course I look the part!
Care to explain how exactly?
Oh, come on, have a heart. Athena's faces, 20 out of 10. They are the best.
She gets to be nice and exaggerated.
You can be Widget.
Alright. Stop treating me like a child! That gadget around Athena's neck that spoke just now, that's Widget. Widget helps Athena out in her special field of expertise, analytical psychology. Cheating, yes. Accurate. He also has a habit of blurting out whatever Athena's really thinking.
Yeah, this little guy can be a little unruly at times.
Hey, upgrade me already!
Oh, I really hope that I could just, like, keep that buzzer going by not advancing the dialogue.
Your attention, please. The show will restart after a 20-minute intermission. We ask that you please be back in your seats before the next act. Thank you.
Well, we should listen to the female voice. Ah, shit, it was a female voice?
Ah, shit, damn!
That's okay, you
don't
can
know.
keep the same.
I just use the announcer voice that I hear in every theme park ever.
Yeah.
Hey, why don't we go say hi to Trucy in her dressing room during the break?
Oh, yeah, let's go see the big star. I'm so nervous. What should I say to her?
Whatever you usually say to her at the office every day?
Why do you have a floating plate of spaghetti in your office? Are those rabbits, like... What are they doing?
Oh yeah, what is it?
That's Benicular right there, by the way. 100%. 200%.
Yeah, but the way it moves is very uncomfortable. It's
There's
just
two of
rabbit
them.
slime.
Yeah, there's
There's two of them?
Yeah, there's one that's purple and one that's white.
Oh, okay. So what I saw when I was kind of looking at it is it looked like somehow I was seeing like a fucking cow that was like chopped in half. And it's like a cow slime.
Ew.
I don't know how, like, I couldn't describe how I see that. You either see it or you don't.
Speaking of which, they said it's been about a year. Has it really been about a year? Has everyone aged up? Yep. Trucy's
they're a little older.
almost 18.
Almost legal.
Getting up there. She was like
Soon.
15 in the first game. Apologize.
Soon her panties comments will be a
Imagine
bit
she
more
turned
manageable.
18 and then like the panties comments just totally stop. It's like, sorry, that joke is just it's just some poor taste now.
That was a childish thing. So this is Trucy's dressing room. Looks like she's busy over there with someone.
Could you sign this, please, ma'am? Sure thing. Just the one sheet of this clipboard, right? A fan asking for Trucy's autograph, maybe?
I don't think so. Looks like some kind of contract.
Yeah, no, your soul belongs to me. Thank you very much. I'll get this to the producer right away.
Great, thanks. Oh, Polly, Athena, you came. Of course, congratulations on your big debut. Hee, thanks.
Who was that just now, by the way?
Somebody from the Take-Two TV. They want to turn my magic show into a TV special. They're planning to broadcast it nationwide. Can you imagine?
Wow, you really are a big star.
Hey, can I get your autograph later, Trucy? Sure, my signature's in high demand today. Would you like one too, Polly?
Yeah, actually, I would.
Oops, looks like I ran out of flyers, so I'll have to sign your forehead instead.
Hey, knock it off! Look, I'm just about to get the... Just forget about the autograph. I'm just about to get it, apparently.
I'm just about to get it from someone else.
This is Trucy Wright.
Clavier was about to sign my forehead. Forehead.
I can't complain. Clavier.
That's what he was saying this whole time. He wasn't like, saying add a forehead. He was saying, move your hair so I can sign your forehead.
True. Also, Em still hasn't seen Apollo. She might get the forehead. You can kind of almost see it in the fucking silhouette down there.
She'll see it when Trial 1 begins.
Yeah.
Then you'll see plenty of his fucking forehead.
She's a magician and Mr. Wright's adopted daughter.
That's a spoiler in and of itself.
There's a spoiler in and of itself, yeah. Although it's introduced the second she's introduced, so
yes.
She's becoming quite renowned. She's becoming quite renowned in the magic world these days for impressive skills.
Actually, no, that is a big spoiler because it takes until chapter 4 of Apollo Justice before they're like, oh yeah, adopted. I mean, it's obvious Phoenix doesn't have a hidden 15-year-old daughter. He would have had to have had a child with at 18. No. I
don't think that's much of a spoiler because she literally is like, hey, it's my dad. Immediately, you can't assume that he had a child. I
don't know. Apollo Justice sort of throws you in there.
I guess Phoenix in that game looks fucking old. You could reasonably see.
Okay, but they even mentioned that it's only been 7 years, so.
Yeah.
A lot of people get this wrong, but Apollo's actual job is being my magic assistant.
No, you're the one that gets it wrong.
Ooh, think you can do that trick you always do at the office for me, Trucy? Okay. Behold, the wondrous magic that can make anything disappear. 3, 2, 1, ta-da!
I love how she yeets the panties.
My magic panties are an extra-dimensional galaxy. Brava, Trucy, brava!
Okay, but what do you always have to make my attorney badge disappear?
Well, that's because out of everyone at the Write Anything agency, you're the one I get the best reaction out of.
That doesn't make my poor badge feel any better.
Do it again, I wasn't looking.
Maybe.
Ooh, your attorney badge. Does that mean you want me to do it again?
I knew I shouldn't have done that.
Hey, why'd you put it away? Fine, if that's the way you're gonna be. 3, 2, 1, ta-da!
Hey, don't make it! Wait, my badge is still here. What?
That was my badge, Trucy.
Oh, we can actually examine. Oh, nice. There's actually examining in this game. They kind of super removed it in the other one. They only had examining for very select things.
Yeah.
I guess
I guess I shouldn't touch anything while Trucy's around.
You shouldn't touch anything when I'm not around either.
She read my mind.
She read my mind.
Actually, I can't examine anything. It would have a red circle.
You can't examine anything because she's here. She'll do shit. Thanks again for inviting us, Trucy.
Hehe. Thank you for coming.
You sure Sir packs a wallet. I nearly fell out of my seat when that dragon showed up. And when it attacked you, whew, I was terrified, even though I knew it was all just part of the show.
That's good, because that trick is the crown and glory of Act 1. I'm really just glad you're enjoying the show. I heard your shows are completely sold out, Trucy. Say your friends were all over the tickets the instant they became available. Like hungry wolves going after their prey.
Sounds like you've made a loyal pack of followers for yourself already, Trucy.
But you two are the only ones who get a special VIP invitation from me. Today's just a dress rehearsal for the performers, staff, family, and friends. General probe, huh? That's what they call it in Germany.
She's from Germany. Or she studied in Germany.
The real show isn't until the day after tomorrow. By the way, are you gonna finally do your magic panties trick on stage after the break? Sorry to disappoint anyone who came just to see my magic panties. But my next trick is completely new. I'm debuting it today. Oh, a new trick, huh?
Are you gonna chop Apollo up into little lawyer bits?
Funny. I don't recall ever agreeing to anything like that.
Well, that does sound like a good idea. Today's trick is a totally new Troop Grammari original. The entire future of the troop is riding on the success of this special new trick.
How so?
What is this special new trick? This show is really important to me. It isn't like any of the other shows I've ever done. As a rightful heir to the Troop Grammari repertoire of magic, this show is my first chance to unveil the tricks I've inherited.
Troop Grammari, huh?
Well, let me flash back to that. All right.
Let me tell you all about it. This is probably the point.
Yeah, I have a poster of them hanging right up over there. There's the good theme.
Feels it's been ages since I've seen a picture of them.
Oh, it's a little bit faster in this game. Also, that character is very new on the far left.
Far left. Well, the far left is the guy in the performance that we just saw. He's, but the rest of these people we've seen.
Yeah.
Troop Grammari was a group of magicians who dominated the magic world in their day. Truce is the sole heir to the troop's entire repertoire of stage magic. Huh? Who's this guy in the green and purple on the left here?
Oh, that's the great Mr. Ruse, the other magician in today's show. Oh, the Ruse? Mr. Ruse? It's a Ruse. Well, we already found the pun there, huh?
Oh, there he is.
He used to belong to Troop Grammari, too, a long time ago. We shoehorned him in.
Absolutely. Hey, so tell us more about this special magic you're going to reveal today.
It's a special Troop Grammari trick, left behind by my late granddaddy, Magnify Grammari. Magnifi. I've never been performed before. I've never performed before. This is my first time. No. So this is the first time it'll be seen in public.
Grand unveiling, huh? I wonder if she's been working so hard.
Well, I better get going.
Huh? Where to?
To practice my acting course. The show's only a few days away.
You're really pushing yourself. Didn't you practice until late last night, too?
Yep, because everything's got to be just right.
Also, you got to see the floating spaghetti. Yeah, always. Tracy inherited all the Troop Grammari's magic tricks from her father when she died. And the troop's entire legacy is now resting on her shoulders. No wonder she's feeling the pressure. Looks like everything's going well today, though. I mean, that last trick was perfect.
Grace under pressure, that's me. After all, a true entertainer always keeps a smile on their face. That's the Troop Grammari creed.
It's hard to believe you've accomplished so much, even though you're still in high school.
But to tell the truth, I'm actually pretty nervous. And also, I'm in junior high, or whatever the hell it's called in Japan. Is it still called high school, or is it called, like...
No, I think it's high school. Junior high would be, like, their middle school, effectively. Well, no, they wouldn't have middle school. Actually, I don't know the fucking know.
They do. They have, like... They have 3 schools.
I think it was only 2. I think it's, like, their school goes to, like, a certain age, and then they go to, like, their effective high school. But
I'm pretty sure there's 3, actually. There's, it's whatever their elementary is called. And there's junior high for, like, 3 years, and then their high school for 3 years, or whatever. Right? Am I totally wrong about that?
I don't know.
Also,
I feel like they're one of those countries that just straight up has until 8th grade elementary school.
This is Los Angeles. What am I talking about? Obviously.
Yeah, that's right. This is Los Angeles, so clearly talking about... Well, she would be in high school at 17, so we're good there. Who wouldn't be? Oh, I bet this would do the trick. You'll be fine, Trucy! If anyone can do it, you can!
Polly, that was just the boost I needed. Thanks. Apollo's fine sure is a way of really hitting you right in the heart, and in the ears.
I'm bragging on my voice already.
Trucy. I don't know who this is.
Whom?
Oh, hi, Bonnie! I think I've seen this character before.
It's almost time for the second act.
The face. It's the face.
Yeah, I think I recognize her to the extent that I've seen some of this trial, but...
Well, yeah, but, like, it's that face. Maybe it's just the troll face.
Yeah, she looks familiar. She's cute. I don't know.
She killed it. She did it.
She did it. She's a murderer. Absolutely confirmed. I actually don't have any fucking idea there.
She did it. Throw the gun away. It was her. What's the Kadikarus meme? She did it. She's the one who did it. She has the gun. Here it is. Throw her away.
I don't know what it was, but he does it like multiple times in that same video.
Okay, thanks. Well, Apollo Athena, enjoy the rest of the show.
Break a leg, Trucy.
Thanks, I will. If only I had the leg snapping sound effect, that would have been so fucking funny.
Yo.
Well, now I've got to open up the sound pad just in case there's another break a leg line, so I'm ready. Alright, so just in case if that ever happens. Nice. Alright, good.
It didn't even sound like a...
Oh, it had a little bit of a snap at the end, so maybe like that? Is that better? That's funnier. That's funnier. Alright, I'll do that one.
Man, if your leg makes that sound when it breaks, oof.
Well, that's just the sound of them collapsing through like a fucking building.
That's the sound of a fucking like... That's something's leg breaking. That's a fucking Colossus from Shadow of the Colossus getting a broken leg.
Yeah, I hope your new trick goes well.
Hey, this is Trucy we're talking about. She'll be fine.
I think that's still the girl.
Well, we'll try. Oh, I wouldn't be so sure. It's probably... Actually, I bet it's the fucking green and purple guy. Huh?
Maybe.
No, it's Bonnie again. Okay. Why the fuck are we hiding her name, then? Performing magic is like walking a tightrope. There's always an element of danger. One little mistake can even cost you your life, you know. I wonder if she'll make it across today. What do you mean by that exactly?
I'm keeping
Goodbye.
a loaded gun on the set. Right here. Out of sight, out of mind.
Oh, nothing. Now, if you'll excuse me. Alright, bye, Bonnie. She's gone. What was that all about?
Hi, buddy.
Judging by what she said, I'm gonna guess she's probably a magician, too.
Come on, Apollo. We've got to get back to our seats now or I'll be late.
Ow! Hey, stop pulling! Okay, let's see. Guess it's time to move back to the stage.
Thanks for telling me what to do. I guess this is technically still a tutorial.
Yeah, because we don't have the investigation tutorial yet. So this is that.
April 27th, Penrose Theater stage. Hurry up, Apollo. It's about to start. I want to see what Juicy's next trick is.
You're really wound up today, aren't you? Why don't you take your seat and try to relax? She's always wound up.
Whoa, look. There's a TV reporter over there. With the TV camera and everything. Oh, it's a widget.
Oh, yeah, baby! Athena, sit down. You're blocking people's view. Eesh, I feel like I'm babysitting here. You kinda are.
Hello, everyone. I'm reporting from the beautiful Penrose Theater, where the public performance of Trucy and Grimari Land begins in just 2 short days. But today, they're very kindly agreeing to give us a sneak preview. Isn't this exciting? Apollo, do you think I was on TV just now?
How should I know? But if you were disgracing our entire agency, that's for sure.
Hey, what the heck's that supposed to mean?
Oh, here it comes.
Yo, Trucy's death scene. Here it comes.
Well, here comes somebody fucking dying.
Yo. Yo.
Yo.
Huh? Over here.
Yo, Bonnie? Bonnie, though.
Yo, okay. Yeesh.
Come now, Mr. Hat. Offer the girl's life up to Mr. Rias and bring him back to life. What?
What?
When and how did she make the switch?
You won't be reviving anyone today.
Dead. So she just fucking killed someone.
Yeah, there's somebody in that fucking... There's somebody in...
She just fucking... Wow, that was amazing. I have no idea how she escaped that coffin. Why did she even stab the coffin? I guess that's part of the trick.
It's guaranteed. It's gonna be like a fucking dead body. It's gonna be so stupid.
Someone. I know she didn't actually, but they're already dead, and it's just gonna be like there's already a sword stuck in, or they have like a knife wound, you know. But still, I think we figured out who's going to be the suspect.
Looks like it on camera too, by the way.
Yeah, we haven't had Trucy be the suspect yet, I guess. Spoilers.
Yeah. I mean, we don't have Maya to pin the blame on, so...
You know, someone's got to be the new Maya. I thought it was going to be Athena for, like, the 8th time.
It's true. They've done Athena already. They need to back off a little. Just glad Trucy's escape trick went off without a hitch. Hope I'm not jinxing it.
La 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 la. And when I open the coffin like this, inside you see... a dead body. Mr. Roos? But how... I don't know what's going on.
He's not getting up.
Oops. Ah!
Trucy! If he wasn't dead before, ooh, baby.
Dude, fucking Hooktail just came and crashed the scene. Crashed the party.
What just happened?
Oh man, an accident! Is that guy, like, dead? Wait, that's not part of the act? Attention, please. For your own safety, we ask that everyone please get the fuck out of the building.
What's going on? Is Trucy okay?
Outside, everyone. Evacuate immediately, please.
Whoa, hey, stop grabbing at me.
Trucy!
That staff member's the one that did it. Everybody out, everybody out. Nobody look at evidence.
Penrose Theater. That hot dog right there on the ground.
That's a... Okay, yeah, I guess, but...
It's a little wiener dog.
That's a corgi, I think.
I know it's a corgi, but he kind of looks like a wiener dog, except a little bit. He has that corgi vibe.
They kicked us out.
Hey, what gives?
Somebody please tell us what's going on. These are random fucks.
Poor Trucy. I hope she's okay.
Oh.
Hey, here comes that staff member from before.
Probably.
Your attention, please. We regret to inform you that today's show has been canceled.
What? But I was looking forward to the rest of it.
You're very sorry, but the theater is on lockdown pending a police investigation.
Excuse me, is this because of that accident? That man in the coffin, is he...
Well, we're still trying to figure things out, sir. But I can tell you that Miss Wright is fine. She wasn't injured, so please don't worry. She's going to be very injured when she gets hung for this, though.
She's okay.
Hey, you there? Oh, I
You actually got a good voice for it.
What the heck's going on? They wouldn't even let me in. Me, for crying out loud. Who the hell is this? Mr. Retinez?
Oh, Mr. Retinez. There was an accident during the show.
An accident? Great. Just great. It's all I need right now. Do you have any idea how much money we're sinking into this program?
And you are?
Man behind the scenes, that's who. This is a fine kettle of fish, let me tell you that. Spending all this is going to be a real pain in my posterior. I believe you me.
Spinning? Is in covering it up?
Look, I gotta get inside. Seriously, can't a guy catch a break around here?
Alright, Tony Stark, see you later. Well, there he goes.
Off to go star in Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas. Why don't we go back into the office now? I'm sure Tracy will call us once things have settled down from the fucking police booth.
Yeah, I guess you're right. You can look at the Korg. Oh.
Look! There's Trucy, front and center!
Aww.
So the show actually starts the day after tomorrow, huh?
I don't know if you've noticed, but see that man in front of the poster? He's got a fucking corgi. Why aren't we talking about that? Anyway, been standing there a long time looking at it because we only made one image.
Yeah, I noticed. And sometimes he kind of stretches his hands towards it a little bit.
Oh, I bet he's one of Trucy's fins. This feels like a meta joke, though. You think he's gonna try to make off with it?
Who knows? Oh, look! I guess we don't have to worry. Every time the man reaches for it, the dog growls and pulls at his pant leg.
Yeah, it kind of begs the question. Who's the master and who's the pet?
White Knight Corgi. Protecting the whammon.
What an odd building. That seemed weird.
The name Penrose Theater comes from the Penrose Triangle, an impossible object. It's called an impossible object because it only exists as an optical illusion. By the way, if you're wondering where this super high-tech futuristic horseshit comes from Widget. Yeah. Also, this game is hilariously high-tech, but they still use fucking flip phones.
That's right. An optical illusion? It's right there.
Just like how that cube in the front of the building isn't really a cube at all.
It isn't? It sure looks like a cube to me.
Just the way it's shaded. Dark and light parts make it look like it's jutting outwards towards us, but it really isn't.
What? It isn't?
Come on. Let's take a look at it from over there.
Okay.
Yeesh.
Oh, that would be really trippy if that were a real building. Oh, that is weird. What?
That probably is. It probably is.
Yeah, it's probably on some real building out there. That's kind of
I like how that still works even without the 3D on.
Yeah.
Now, do you get it?
I think so. It's kind of hard to tell.
Also, this is the same theater where Clavier played in the third case from Apollo Justice.
It is. Yes.
Was that the second case?
I think it's...
No, it's the third case.
It depends on what your definition of second and third is. Because it was the second case that wasn't the tutorial.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah, so the first case in Apollo Justice was obviously the one where you...
Card game one.
Yeah, card game one. The second one was... I genuinely don't remember.
It may have actually been Clavier and his band, though.
Clavier and his band was...
They wouldn't have introduced Clavier with that case, though. There was something else
The
first.
fourth one was the art one, and the second... No, actually... What was the Phoenix flashback one? Was that part of 4, or was that its own separate case? That wasn't 3. That would have to be... No, I think that was 4. It was part of... Yeah, it was part of 4. Yeah. Because 4 was fucking long. What the hell was 2 then? What else happens in that game? I'm getting it confused with Dual Destinies. Now, I don't remember. That whole one's a blank for some reason.
It's like I really like Apollo Justice, but I'm blanking on the...
Oh, no, I remember what it was. That was the one where they introduced, like, Trucy more as a character. It was the clinic one, the one with the Yakuza.
Yeah, okay. That makes sense.
Yeah. That one that is not super important, but the second case typically is not super important. This one, it looks like they're trying to make it super important. What are these weird objects?
Right. What are all these weird objects, anyway? Are they supposed to be modern art?
It's going to be very hard for me to remember that I'm not Apollo.
Like that clock. Is it just me, or are the hands moving awfully fast?
Ay caramba. What kind of clock doesn't show the proper time? Is that part of what makes it art?
Who knows? Hey, take a look at that man in front of the clock. He's trying really hard to set his watch to it.
Hey, mister! There's the city skyline, you know, Los Angeles.
It's like everything.
What if they changed, like, the background to look more like Los Angeles?
So, Athena, any ideas?
Sorry, I've got nothing. I mean, it was just one amazing trick after another. Who could figure it all out?
I was just asking if you have any ideas about the accident, not the show, Athena.
No, well, I guess I don't have anything else to say. There we go.
I can't believe they had to cancel the rest of the show. I wonder if Trucy's okay.
Yeah, poor thing. After all our hard work, too. Sure wish Mr. Wright was here right now.
Well, I guess we better head back to the office. There's nothing we can do here.
Phoenix comes back from his trip. Boy, that was just one fucking case after another. Can't wait to be back. Hey there, boss.
Hey, so your daughter,
convicted felon now. Sorry.
He's just like, God damn it.
My badge is shinier than yours.
Of course, yours is newer than mine. A great weathered finish like this only comes with age and experience.
What? I can get a finish just as good on that on my badge, too, you know.
Getting it dirty on purpose doesn't count, Athena.
Pardon. What makes you think I'd ever do something like that? The games have become really fascinated with how clean or dirty your badge is, depending on how much you use it. Would your badge really get that fucking dirty after using it for 2 years?
Man. Nah, but it probably would get a little bit weathered, like scratched slightly or something, you know, but it's no use. I can't get a hold of Mr. Wright. I wonder if something happened to him in Karain.
Maybe he got caught up in some kind of trouble again, as always.
Yeah. Troll's always drawn him like iron filings to a magnet.
Hey, Paula, speaking of Karain, there's something about it on TV right now.
There's been some surprising news coming from out of the Kingdom of Karain. The country recently saw defense attorney Phoenix Wright win a not guilty verdict.
Oh, great. It looks like the boss is really enjoying his fucking vacation.
The first verdict of its kind in 23 years.
Mr. Wright won a trial in Karain?
Lawyers are said to be highly disrespected in the Kingdom of Karain. So Mr. Wright's win was an upset victory amidst entrenched hostility.
Wow, did you hear that? First time in 23 years.
Yeah, but what was he doing in court there in the first place? I thought he just went for a visit.
So he was in some kind of trouble, just like we thought.
Next, an update from an unfortunate accident that occurred at the Penrose Theater.
Hey, now they're talking about the accident at Trushi's show. This is the most convenient TV channel I've ever seen in my life.
Coming to you live from Convenient TV Station News.
There's just some guy, like, right behind the television running it all down. What else are they going to ask about? Hey, what's this plate of pasta doing here? Coming up next, the mystical plate of pasta at the Write Anything Law Firm Agency.
Yes. Famed magician, the great Mr. Roos, was skewered with a sword and died on the spot. He was killed by a young girl named Trucy. Oh no, see? He really is dead.
That's right, he's really dead.
And now here is footage of that deadly moment. What?
What?
You can't show that.
What? No, this would not be fucking broadcasted.
Yeetus. The fuck was that shadow, huh? Why does the sword get longer?
It'll probably come up anyway. Also, this fucking music does no favor.
I should put the critical hit sound effect. Why would they focus on her? Pay attention to what she's stabbing, you perverts.
There is so much focus on Trucy.
Dude, the cameraman's in on this.
How much dead they're not even showing the dead body, just like, hey, look, there's Tracy.
Face.
Here's the scene of that deadly incident, and we didn't show any of it.
That's like the sandbags going up to drop it.
Yeah, so like, I don't even think I suspect he wasn't even dead at the time. I think that the thing falling on probably killed him, but... Mr. Reyes' body isn't visible in this footage. But these are still very shocking images. That's why we showed them on public TV before the trial happened. The magician, Trucy Wright, is reportedly still only a high school student. Could it be that this unfortunate accident happened due to a lack of proper training? Did the young magician have enough experience, preparation, and knowledge? Some might say that the troupe Gramarye should be held accountable for this incident. Hey, what kind of biased reporting is this?
This just in at our local news network. Biased reporting. That's all we report. Wait, no, don't show that. No, cut that. No, stop, cut. Yeah, they're making it sound like it's all Trucy's fault.
Oh, we just received... we just received more breaking news. Oh my.
The wiretap coming in from the Write Anything Law Agency just gave us a great idea.
I'm so fucking hoping that it has to do with what we just said anyway. The young magician in question, Trucy Wright, is now under arrest on charge of involuntary manslaughter. What? We'll keep you updated as this unfortunate tale unfolds. Stay tuned to the Convenient News Agency.
Convenient tabloid news agency.
Trucy's under arrest? She can't be.
This never happens to anyone involved in this fucking law agency. Apollo, we gotta do something.
Yeah, let's get down to the detention center right away.
It's only ridiculous because this is the 6th fucking game in the series, and like they're running out of people to fucking accuse of murder.
Yeah. But before I forget, I think I'll jot a few things down about the case. Just open up the court record and make a few notes.
And these things are really nice. I never really follow them, but they're little handy tips to pay the fuck attention to what you need to do.
I can use it like a kind of to-do list. If I ever get stuck, I can just refer to these notes. They're what helps investigations go smoothly.
They're what stops Justice for All Case 2 from taking 2.5 fucking hours to get through.
It's yet another magic prop.
Oh, a hoop. I'm really good at that. How about you?
Nope, I just don't seem to have a knack for it.
I figured as much. After all, you're not really in tune with your body.
You do realize this hoop is used for the levitating woman trick, right?
What? It's not for hula dancing?
And since you're really good at that...
No, what I meant was...
I think I'll recommend you to Trucy for the assistant role then. You can take over for me.
What did I just hula myself into? Don't examine that picture because that's, oh, hey, there's Phoenix's stupid dummy hat.
Yeah, there's Phoenix's beanie.
I've always thought these shells are a little awkward and hard to use.
Yeah, the shape doesn't really lend itself well to the concept of shells. I mean, there's a hole in the top part and everything.
Do you ever notice that every now and then things disappear when you put them inside? It's like the shells remember that they used to be a magic prop or something.
Not the most useful piece of furniture in the world, to say the least.
The only important thing in the office next to... No, I'm just kidding. It's actually Charlie.
Mr. Wright sure has a lot of law books and old case files.
Sure looks that way, doesn't it? Take a closer look. Most of these books and files have to do with magic.
Oh, wow, you're right.
Wow, they've all been replaced.
They're just hidden behind law book covers.
Little by little, Trucy's taking over the whole office with her magic equipment. No, little by little, Phoenix is relying more on magic and cheating to win his fucking court cases.
I mean, yeah, not a single fucking lawyer in this agency doesn't cheat. somehow.
But to be fair, the prosecution are the biggest cheaters this side of the fucking continent.
I'm not
so
trying to say that
this
it
side of
doesn't
Los
even the
Angeles.
playing field. It, you know, our cheating evens the playing field. I'm just saying.
This is the dark age of the law. Where everyone
admit
fucking
it,
cheats.
but
Not everyone
recently,
brings in
everyone
fake evidence,
cheats.
everyone just fucking cheats.
I hate to admit it, but recently, everybody's been cheating. I sometimes feel like I'm gonna forget I'm even a lawyer when I'm here.
It sounds like Trucy's magic is starting to take over your brain, too. Now, we really have to examine the true hero of this story. Charlie. Oh, no, go back to Charlie.
I think it is a unique thing.
I just watered Charlie, so he's looking pretty perky.
For a guy whose desk is always a big jumbled mess, Mr. Wright never forgets to water Charlie.
Sometimes I catch him staring at that plant and smiling. It must hold some special meaning for him.
Could be. He did say Charlie's been in this office since his first days as a lawyer. He doesn't seem to want to talk about it much, though.
One thing's for sure, Charlie's no ordinary plant. Charlie's a fucking plant. I mean, what do we want from me? I don't have anything to present. Alright, let's get moving while the silly music plays. Hey, Trucy, how's detention center treating you? I heard it's really warm in the winter months.
Poor Trucy. What did we even say to her?
Oh, Polly, Athena. Trucy, are you alright? I'm fine. Don't worry about me.
We saw the news about the accident on TV.
Yeah, I guess I can't Houdini my way out of that one. I got arrested and everything. Say I'm the one who caused the accident.
But that's not true, right?
Well, to be honest, I don't really know. I mean, I have no idea how an accident like that could have happened. The trick went off without a hitch. I'm sure of that much. Still, the police just won't listen to me. I've already decided it was all my fault. I'm exhausted after all their questions. Looks like she's able to hang in there at least.
Yeah. She really is one tough cookie. I know you're tired, but can you tell us a little bit about the accident?
Yeah, of course. Go ahead and ask me anything. I'll be fine. Oh, yes, we can finally examine the police officer. It's been forever.
Yeah, it's been a while. The guard's just standing there, completely motionless. And Athena keeps making faces at him, trying to make him crack at least a smile.
Ooh, I think I made him smirk a little.
Come on, leave the poor guy alone, Athena.
He's my favorite. He's like the gatekeeper.
Best minor character. You know. For starters, can you help us understand what happened? In today's show, there was a dead body in the coffin. How did that happen? Was it some kind of accident?
I don't really know. The coffin was supposed to be empty when I opened it. But instead, Mr. Rue's body was in there.
That must have been a huge shock for you.
And when the dragon's set fell down in place in the end, was that an accident too? It must have been. I have no idea how or why that happened either. Nothing went the way it was supposed to. Still can't believe Mr. Ruse is actually dead. I can't believe Bowser's dead.
As tough as she is, this is obviously taking a toll on her.
But how did Mr. Ruse's body get in the coffin in the first place?
Trucy, we needed to tell you the secret of the trick.
Oh, you need to tell me? Okay.
Yeah, that's right. I'm going to
listening.
tell you.
You know what they say, a magician never reveals their secrets. But I guess I should make an exception in this time. But if you ever tell anybody, I'll make you my guinea pig for every single new magic trick from now on.
Don't worry. I'm a lawyer, remember? Client confidentially is part of the job. He will have to use this in the case. So let's call this trick Trucy's Great Escape. How did you get out of the coffin?
Alright, here it goes. I'll reveal the trick just for you two. Prepare yourselves for an exclusive explanation by magical girl Trucy Wright. She just warps out of the fucking hidden room and he's just like, alright, bolt!
There's a secret trapdoor in the stage that leads down to the understage passage.
A trapdoor? So when did you slip into the understage passage?
Remember when Mr. Hat was on stage holding a sword next to the coffin? Well, by then I had already escaped from the coffin and was waiting understage. While I was down there, I did several things to get ready for the next part. What technique? Okay, so what happened next? Mr. Hat was quickly raised up by the catwalk of a wire. There's a cushion up there that acts as a shock absorber when Mr. Hat hits it. Meanwhile, I popped back up on the stage through a different trapdoor. And voila, the switch is complete. Okay.
Looks like we'll be revealing that trick at being a magic guinea pig.
I had no idea all that was happening. I was convinced you were still in the coffin. Also, we're still the magic guinea pig on every one of her tricks anyway.
Yeah, I know. And also, I don't know that she needed to explain this one. That's like one of the most basic tricks I could think of.
The funny thing is, that similar trick was used in Trial 3 in Apollo Justice. It was pretty similar. It was the same idea of going underneath the stage, walking around, and then appearing somewhere else.
Yeah, that was like in the concert thing, though, I thought. I don't remember, though. But anyway, yeah.
That's what professional magicians do. They make their audience see something that isn't really there.
In other words, you make us see illusions, right?
We call it misdirection. While we keep you busy believing one thing, we're busy making something else happen. What we say is there really isn't, and what we say is there actually is. Isn't there actually is.
I get it. It's kind of like a magic bluff.
It's kind of like our entire law firm in a nutshell. Just fucking bluffing.
But there's no escaping the fact that the victim's body was actually in the coffin. It wasn't empty like it was supposed to be. Yeah, that's the part I don't understand. The last thing in the world I expect to see there was Mr. Ruse.
Could he have climbed in there by mistake? I should get back to asking Trucy about the accident.
If he climbed in there by mistake, don't you think he'd be like, uh-oh, this is the part of the show where she stabs the box with a sword. Hey, Trucy, I'm in here, by the way.
Can you tell us more about the victim?
Also, how does he even climb in there by
suicidal?
mistake? She was the one in the coffin.
Well, if she exited the coffin, then he climbed in afterwards? But why?
Yeah, that's kind of weird.
Can you tell us more about the victim, such as if he's suicidal?
Who exactly is this? Alright, it's you.
Who exactly is this Mr. Roos? You said he used to belong to Troop Grimari, right?
Wait, you don't know who the great Mr. Ruse is, Apollo? He's super famous. He's all people talk about on TV.
Really? I just assumed he was one of Trucy's assistants.
Ugh. Way to diss the dead, Apollo.
So, how did the two of you come to perform together, Trucy?
Well, like I said, he used to be a member of Troop Grimare. He was a protege of my granddaddy, Magnifi Grimare. So the TV station arranged for us to perform together this time because of that connection.
Did you continue performing as a magician after he left Troop Grimari?
Nah, he got injured while practicing for a show about 13 years ago. That's why I left the troupe. After that, he took a break from magic for a while. I'm pretty sure it's a recent thing, him getting famous again. I only started seeing him on TV again last year. I had nothing but respect for Mr. Roos as a magician. I can't tell you how sad I am this happened.
I can't imagine how dramatic it must be to have seen someone die during your big show.
Oh, but hey! Don't worry, I'm fine. I have to stay strong for my fans.
Emotion reading time. Huh? My bracelet is reacting. People tend to unconsciously tense up whenever they're trying to hide something. But when I pick up their distress, this bracelet around my wrist starts to feel tight. So I guess this means that Trucy's trying to hide something from me. I guess I should give my bracelet a touch.
Dude, in the original Apollo Justice, the music was like a little creepy and a little weird. In the previous game, and I'm assuming in this one as well, the music is really fucking creepy. Yeah, it's still creepy.
Yeah. I can see things others can't. The slightest twitch, gesture, or change in expression. Yes. I can see it all when I'm concentrating intensely like this.
I can tell that you have sweaty armpit. No, that was just the one guy. That took me forever to get.
When people are feeling tense, they sometimes reveal a certain habit, a little tick. I'll just shift my viewpoint around till I find Trucy's nervous tick.
It's probably her poking her hat, I'm going to assume. Her eyes are shifting.
Yeah. Okay, I think I found her telltale tick. Now, to listen carefully to every word and see what gets her shifty-eyed. Then I'll perceive X whenever she seems nervous about... nervous about to get to blah, 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 blah. She's not fine, obviously.
You're not fine. Damn, you're right.
Come on, Trucy. You should know by now that you can't hide anything from me.
Don't tell me that your bracelet reacted.
Yep.
And here I thought my smile was gonna do the trick. I'm actually depressed. Huh, looks like I broke the first rule being a magician.
True entertainer always keeps a smile on their face, right? I remember hearing you say that before.
That's right. It's a Gamari motto that my daddy used to say before he passed away. I'll never forget it. It's one of the few precious memories I have of him.
But you can't keep everything inside, Trucy. You'll burst. Why don't you tell me what's bothering you?
I can't. If I did, you wouldn't believe in me anymore.
That's not true. As an entertainer, you believe in always keeping a smile on your face. As a lawyer, I have a belief that's important to me as well. Take that! It's useful sometimes.
Your attorney badge?
I swore on this badge that I would always believe in my client to the bitter end. That's the cornerstone of being a good lawyer. Mr. Wright taught me as much. So no matter what you tell me, I'm going to keep on believing in you, Trucy. All I ask is that you have a little more faith in me, too.
Alright. Thanks, Polly. The truth is, I really think your hair looks stupid. That's it, I'm out of here. Fuck this. You're to the wolves. Polly, what if I made a mistake?
What do you mean?
What if it really was me who stabbed Mr. Ruse?
What makes you say that?
Well, my escape trick, I used both a real sword and a rubber sword. I switched the real sword for the rubber sword just before I stabbed it into the coffin. So even if someone had been in there, the rubber sword wouldn't have hurt them.
But Mr. Ruse was found dead in the coffin.
I know, it doesn't make any sense. I know I swapped the swords.
You're absolutely sure?
I even noticed that, because the sword got a lot longer.
Yeah, the sword's different. Different sword.
Unless she started with the rubber sword, but I think she would have been able to feel the difference in the weight.
Yeah, like a real sword's way heavier than a rubber sword.
Positive. I practiced the trick hundreds of times with no mistakes. Monster, hundreds of them. I remember very clearly swapping the swords this time, too. But could I have made a mistake this time?
Could she really have?
Well, I better get going.
Huh? Where to?
To practice my acting course, the show's only a few days away.
You're really pushing yourself. Did you practice until late last night, too?
Yep, because everything's got to be just right. Well, maybe I really did kill Mr. Ruse.
Tracy.
Worst possible mistake I could make. Such a horrific accident right in the middle of my show. And all I can think about is, now that this has happened, Troupe Gamari will get its performance rights pulled. There'll never be another show. For like the third time for Troupe Gamari.
It sucks to be Troupe Gamari.
Everything my family worked so hard for will be gone forever. And poor Mr. Ruse made his whole life and a great career ahead of him. And he was 2 days until retirement, and I ruined everything. I destroyed it all. I took it all away.
Well, thanks for your confession. The guard was listening.
Polly, I'm ready to pay for what I did.
Trucy, I don't think you did anything wrong.
You don't? Well, okay, never mind then. Alright, you got this.
I've had one question going through my mind this whole time. Was this accident really your fault?
What do you mean?
I don't have any proof or anything, it's just... I don't think you'd ever make a mistake like that.
Oh, good music. Apollo?
I saw how hard you worked on your tricks, staying up late every night to practice. And I know you. You always get everything picture perfect.
Nobody's perfect all the time.
Still, I think something else caused Mr. Risk's death. Not any mistake of yours. After all, you're sure you swapped the swords, right?
Yeah, I remember doing it.
I just know it wasn't your fault, Trucy.
But how can you say that? You don't have any proof it wasn't me. I mean, I know you're a great lawyer, Polly, but...
I believe in you, Trucy. I believe in your skill as a professional magician.
Also, this exact same scenario has happened about 8 times now, and it's never been the assistant, so no. Stop.
So I'm gonna prove your innocence. Don't worry, you're gonna be fine.
Where are your parents? Thank you, Apollo. Thank you for believing in me. I'm gonna believe in you, too.
Good.
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 You believed in me. I'm sorry, I need a tissue.
I've never seen Trucy cry like this before.
Never seen Trucy cry, period.
She always seems so strong. Or maybe sometimes she's just putting on a brave face. She's still just a kid, after all. You're like 2 years older than her. No, actually, Apollo's older than... Yeah, I think
Wait a
he's
bit,
19.
6
Apollo's
years,
like...
at least.
Yeah.
It's hard to check since we
Apollo's
don't have
in
the
his
court record
20s.
on Apollo. I think Apollo now is 24, at least.
Yeah, he's a little older.
7 years.
But... So, I have to ask... I have to ask to make it official, but will you let me defend you?
Yes! I'm counting on you. Oh, I have to cancel this show on its opening day.
Right. She seems fine now.
Trucy, let's win this show together! Ugh.
Unlike some people.
Listen,
I
Athena's
think
just a very...
gonna...
She's just a very emotional character.
Well, we better get right to investigating. Go on, Athena. Wipe that nose and let's go.
Excuse you! You certainly stopped my face, Apollo!
Yeesh, talk about an emotional roller coaster.
We need to investigate the stage of the Penrose Theater where the body was found.
Yeah, I hope no one will try to stop us.
Who do you think's gonna be the investigator this time around? No spoilers, but
I guess we'll see.
I'm
I actually
gonna
don't know.
guess that it's not Gumshoe. Actually, it might be, but
Could be.
I'm leaning on it probably being Emma Skye.
Hmm.
If you're going to the Penrose Theater, can I ask you a favor?
Of course. What is it?
I left a very special notebook behind in my dressing room, and I'm sure no one's stolen it.
Sure, you pick it up for you.
That notebook is really, really important to me. I don't know what I'd do if anyone read it. Yeah.
Wow, I wonder what's in it.
The notebook is in my blue handbag on the table. It's big and black. Can't miss it. Thanks in advance. And with that, I've got to go. Seems they've got more questions for me.
Alright. See you later, Trucy.
By the way, there's a buzzsaw in it, and if you touch the bag in the wrong way, it cuts your hand off. What? Bye. I'm going through a tunnel.
Haha. So should we investigate the stage first, or go get the notebook? It's kind of same destination. I mean...
How about the stage diagram? Ooh, some evidence for the case? Well, too bad. I don't have a single thing to say about it.
And you're proud of that. Why?
Right, stop presenting me bullshit. No. Have more. No, right, stop, please. Alright, let's go to the Penrose.
You actually probably gotta go to the other ones, because the Penrose is... Oh, no, actually.
There's gonna be new
happening.
stuff everywhere, so I might as well just go on the line. The person you were trying to call is not available. After the tone, please...
I've tried calling Mr. Wright 100 times, but he never picks up.
Well, you've left him some voicemails, so he probably will call once you get him.
He's gonna flip out when he hears what happened to Trucy.
Hey, this is the place, the theater where that magical murder happened. Alright, I have no idea who this is.
No idea.
Oh yeah, wonder if they brought the dead body out yet. They're already arrested the murderer. They say it's a young girl. Yeah, high school student. Can you believe it? Kids these days. I don't know who this is. I was thinking this was going to be, the girl from the last game. The girl with, like, the sunflower in her head. But she, like, her and the people she hangs out with wouldn't say that. Actually, there is one person that would say that because he's fucking 25 years old. No spoilers there.
There's all the curious bystanders. They sure are kicking up a fuss.
How dare they call Trucy a murderer?
They've got some nerve.
Yeah, had like a little bit of auto-tune at the end there with your voice.
Yeah, I don't, like, I noticed that too. When I said that,
I was like, some nerve.
I was like, how did I manage that? It actually sounded right.
Yeah, do that for Widget. Just auto-tune your voice somehow.
But I don't think I can do that again. That was some miracle that happened. Anyway.
They have some nerve.
Some nerve. I don't know.
I guess they have some nerve. Something like that.
Nah. Just do like a very light SpongeBob chuckle.
Light SpongeBob sheep chuckle.
Anyway. Can't let people think that about her. We have to defend her.
Apollo, is that... This is probably the Sunflower Girl. No, it's Emma Skye.
Emma
Okay.
Skye.
There we go.
Emma?
Alright, I guess you can do Emma.
It's sure been a while. How have you been? Oh, can't complain. Haven't seen you in ages.
It feels like we had a completely different investigator last time. That's never gonna come back.
Yeah, you know, maybe he shouldn't come back. He was funny, though.
Oh my god, he's like one of my favorite characters in the entire series. I love him so much.
Emma is not usually in the best of moods. So I never quite know what to do or say around her.
Like, this game, it's just like, you know, some of the characters hit or miss, some of the prosecutors, you know, you win some, you lose some. Never with the detectives. The detectives are always 10 out of 10. Always. All of them. All of them are fucking hilarious.
Yeah. Well, we have some business to take care of, so I guess we better get going. Hey, wait a minute! What? Was it something I said? You're darn right it's something you said. What's with you brushing me off like that? We've got heaps to catch up on. After all we've been through, you're not still mad at me about something, are you? Sorry, I didn't mean to upset you.
Just please don't throw your snackoos at me. Who's this, Apollo? Distant cousin or something?
No, Emma's the detective I've had the, pleasure of working with before. Hello, I am Emma Skye, forensic investigator.
Ooh, nice remix. Also, Emma Skye is like one of the cutest characters. Also, not like 20, like not like 18 years old as well. Also, like 26. Perfect.
What? So you're finally a full-fledged forensic investigator? Yeah, I finally achieved my lifelong dream.
That's pretty cool.
Look, I even have the official forensic investigator armband and everything.
Oh, so she's not just like, you know, a detective anymore. It's like, it's just like half detective, half just sort of thrown in there.
But before she was a detective that used fucking luminol fluid,
Yeah.
and that was her forensic existence. But that's great, Emma. I bet the exam was really hard, huh? Oh, it was a cinch. Really? Because I thought you said something about failing it over and over. Well, never mind that. The important thing is, I'm not a plain old detective anymore. So no more being boring old investigations for me. I'm so happy I could hug the whole world.
Yay, she's not gonna throw snackoos at us.
Coming from you, that's really something. Criminals beware. Fingerprinting? Luminol testing?
Luminol testing? Luminol testing? Luminol testing? The sky is right.
That's all I do? She knows how to do one thing really well, alright? It's her specialty.
She actually does do fingerprinting and DNA
yeah,
analysis.
I know, but it is mostly luminol testing. Emma Sky is ready to go, so bring it on. Wow, I guess it's goodbye grumpy clouds, hello fanatical sun.
She's very cheerful, isn't she? Is it because of the weather or something?
Sure wasn't like this before. She was pretty frustrated back when she was assigned to the Criminals Affairs Department. She was always munching on chocolate snackoos to relieve her stress. Snackoos and stress eating are a thing of the past. I said goodbye to both of them.
No, that was like the... like, honestly, Emma just being pissed off constantly was so funny.
Don't worry, Ross. She'll probably get pissed again for some reason.
Oh, I can't wait. Can't fucking wait.
And may you never have to see
either
again. By the way, are you two here because of the murder? Murder? You don't mean the accident. Don't you mean the accident? Oh, then I guess you haven't heard. Case is being treated as a straight-up homicide now.
It just keeps getting worse.
What are these fucking steps? Accident, accidental murder, homicide.
Yeah, didn't you hear the super convenient televised? We bring you this just in. It seems that Apollo Justice has finally realized it's now a homicide. We'll keep you updated, people.
Why is it a homicide? It was an involuntary murder before. That's completely different. Whatever. What? Just so you know, I heard the prosecution is going to argue tomorrow that Trucy outright murdered Mr. Roos. What?
Are you kidding? They're treating it as a murder?
Emma. Oh, sorry. It flashed her. Emma, please tell us everything you know. Of course, aim to help Trucy.
Ooh, new investigation music. Very nice.
Why is this case being treated as a homicide now, and not involuntary manslaughter? Well, apparently, there's something that proves it was a straight-up homicide. Well, that's vague. Do you know any of the details? No, I'm afraid that's all I was told. Really? How come? Well, because the lead prosecutor is kind of a hard guy to read.
Okay, that's really cute. She's like a cuckoo clock. Just gonna leave that go. Unknown. Unknown. Oh, she's 27 now? Oh, yeah, I guess she would be 2 years older.
Yeah. Also, can I mention that all those question marks, at a glance, they looked like the number 7 to me.
Yeah.
So when you were hovering over that guy, age 7.
Imagine,
like, what?
imagine if we were going crazy and Bonnie was like 7 years old. That would be like, bullshit, bullshit.
Bullshit. She
Maybe
is
in
not
rabbit
7.
years.
Anyway. Though maybe it's just a culture gap thing?
Oh, do we have an old man this time?
Anyway, he's not one to really share his thoughts. Culture gap, though? I don't know. No, I remember. Oh, fuck, okay. Wait, what do you mean by culture gap?
Oh, does he come over from Karain?
Yeah, I think that's what it is. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean that he's a foreigner, so his way of going about things is different. But I thought this was the fucking prosecutor for Phoenix's side. Is this motherfucker the prosecutor for both sides?
I think Phoenix's prosecutor is going to be the girl. Or, like, the girl's older sister. I think I've seen images of that.
I guess we'll see. So, who exactly am I up against tomorrow? You'll probably do the prosecutor opposing me? Like, so, like, I would normally do the prosecutor opposing Phoenix, you would do the one opposing Apollo.
Yeah, I think that's fun.
Congrats on finally becoming the forensic investigator you always wanted to be. Thanks. I failed that exam so many times, but I finally did it. After all, I'm only really good at luminol testing. No, right? I can finally use my forensic kit openly, whenever I want. Oh yeah, you used to have to use stealth to use it, the kit you got sent away for. Oh, I still use that one too. But now it's more of a hobby kit. It's important to have hobbies too, you know. So basically nothing's changed.
We didn't want to make a new animation. Shut up.
Are you kidding?
Click.
I don't have to worry about getting in trouble for taking fingerprints for fun now. It's positively life-changing. I can take all the prints I want.
Hey, you dog, get back here. I want to take your prints.
Are you sure you're allowed to do that? I'm sure. I've been collecting all the prints I've taken into a personal database. Now, hold out your hands. I need to get your prints, too. Just promise me you won't use them for evil.
I can't believe she took my prints, too, Apollo.
That's really fucking annoying. If somebody walked up to you and did that, that would suck, because, like, fingerprint ink does not come off easily.
No.
Chief Prosecutor Edgeworth has been reorganizing the prosecution's office lately.
I love that he started wearing glasses recently.
I guess update for him. Edgeworth is a chief prosecutor now?
Yes. He has been since at least the previous game.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is she's only seen the first 3, if that. So
yeah. That I don't consider as much of a spoiler. That's kind of like
really
a natural evolution for his character.
Yeah, it's pretty natural. It just means that he's usually not going to be the prosecution you face against.
Well, like, usually each character only gets their one game, to be fair.
That's true. Well, he got fucking, like... Well, no, I guess he really
got,
only
like,
did
one
get one
case
game
in
that's
each of
him. But, yeah.
And even then, he was only, like, the prosecutor in 3 out of the 5 cases.
Yeah.
Which I guess
As a
is
part of
sort of
that
the track
effort.
record for most prosecutors.
As part of that effort, he's gotten rid of a lot of the corrupt prosecutors. So the prosecutor's office is looking pretty empty these days. I don't know that he's that successful, if I'm being honest.
I guess he has gotten rid... That's why Payne
know.
moved somewhere else.
I guess, but Mr. fucking King Cheater himself is getting rid of the cheaters?
So,
I don't know.
Clavier quit. So, is it just Blackwell? It's just him and Blackwell.
It must be, because, like, Blackwell is a
like,
competent
busy
prosecutor.
somewhere else.
Yeah, they kicked out Payne. Francisca's busy.
Clavier is, actually, is he just...
Javier's just probably with his band. I don't think he's doing prosecution anymore, probably.
I forget if he quit the band or if he quit prosecuting. I forget. I think he's just... He might not be doing either at the moment. I don't know what the fuck he's doing.
I don't know. He had a pretty fucking busy life. He probably had to quit one of the two, honestly. Anyway.
Yeah, we ran out of new prosecutors, so we actually brought Mr. Von Karma back out of prison so he could serve.
Yeah, like, normal Von Karma.
Normal, extremely used loosely.
Well, yeah, but what I mean is he's the base form Von Karma before he turned into a hot waifu.
I can't believe final form Von Karma came first before transitioning into waifu form.
Yeah. Anyway, there you go. And that's how a foreign prosecutor got assigned to this case? That's part of it, yes. We're short on prosecutors, and this guy just happened to be visiting.
So we just ripped them off the streets?
We just took him off the streets! Hey, you want to be a prosecutor in this case?
Hell yeah!
Well, sure. And what's the purpose of his visit? Well, some insurgents from the Kingdom of Kurain are thought to be hiding out here. As an international prosecutor, he apparently came to investigate the matter personally. So he's from the Kingdom of Kurain. That's right. He's also a Kurainese monk. A monk? So how did he get assigned to this particular case anyway? Seems he's very devoted to furthering his studies as a prosecutor.
Dude, what if in Phoenix Land, it's just his twin brother or his twin sister, some horse shit like that?
I don't fucking know.
It's just the exact same character.
They casually said that he was an international prosecutor, but my thing is, if this motherfucker's in both sides, what the fuck is happening with him?
He's
Is
just
he
flying
flights?
back and forth.
Is he fucking catching flights every 2 days? What the fuck is this?
He can catch flights every 2 days, but Phoenix can't answer his goddamn phone. Unbelievable. You know, I just realized this is like a trip that Phoenix is going on, right? That means that he's going to go through like 2 or 3 murder trials in like the span of a week.
That's right.
Busy fucking schedule.
And not only that, apparently based on the intro, somewhere along the line, a fucking revolutionary uprising is gonna happen in Kurai.
Maybe it's not just Maya that this shit does follow. Maybe it really is Phoenix, like they've been saying.
Maybe. It's his fault this whole time. And Apollo got the right curse, of course.
Yes, of course. Everyone inherited the fucking curse.
Yeah. He wanted to learn how crime scenes are investigated here, so he just showed up, and we let him be the prosecutor.
Absolutely.
So he was just curious, huh? He looked the entire crime scene over quite earnestly. Just as everyone else was ready to call it a case of involuntary manslaughter.
This is most certainly a murder. The cruel act of an impure soul.
I have no idea what he sounds like.
He's a pretty boy.
He's a pretty boy?
I remember what he looks like. I don't think that's a proper voice for him, but anyway, you'll see him later.
When I see him, I'll make the voice.
Yeah.
Yosuke Hanamura.
That's what he said, just like that. He's not like a pretty boy like that. How do I explain it? I don't fucking know. Whatever.
He's a chilly boy.
He's an attractive. I don't.
No, not like that.
I don't know. Whatever.
No.
We'll figure it out when you see him. Anyway. And he volunteered himself as the prosecutor for this case. With the shortage of prosecutors right now, the prosecutor's office was glad to have him. Honestly, if he's from Korea, it makes sense they would go, well, it must be absolutely a homicide.
So Jersey was arrested for murder all because of this guy, huh?
I have to say, he's definitely not your typical prosecutor.
Who is? Who is the typical prosecutor? I guess just Edgeworth?
Edgeworth is as typical as you get, and he's not even, like, completely normal?
Nobody is normal in these fucking games. Everyone's a whack.
He says the court is where a victim receives their last rites, where the truth is revealed and the criminal is judged, and the victim's soul sees salvation. Receiving last rites in court allows the victim to finally rest in peace. Or so he claims.
So to him, a trial's like performing funeral rites for the victim, huh?
That's certainly a unique way of looking at it. Good luck. Oh, wait, it's me. No. There was a moment where I was like, haha, Ross has to try it. No. Alright, fine. His name is
Naruto?
Sadmati.
Naruto Sand Machine.
Alright.
Naruto Sand Shark. Naruto Sand Shark. I'm just gonna call him Naruto.
Naruto. Good.
We're fucking not offensive. What are you talking about?
What? Naruto? Sandmouth?
How do you actually say it? Nayuda?
It's probably Nahuda Sadmahi.
What's the pun?
I don't think it's a pun. I think he just has a fucking, like, Indian name? That sounds Indian to me. Like, actually Indian, not... Anyway. That's
Naruto.
right. What? Do you know him or something?
Ah, this must be my third backstory coming in.
Ah, here it comes. Oh, I guess you could say I've heard of him. Yeah, well, he is pretty famous.
Really?
Yes, they say he travels the world solving difficult cases. Difficult case after difficult case. Where there is a hard case to crack, he's usually called in to prosecute it. We've never seen him before, in all these hard cases, though.
Wow, sounds like he's gonna be tough to beat.
I can't believe this. It's my third backstory. I have to stand in court against... him? He seems like a very kind and gentle person, though. He's very polite and understanding to everyone he talks to. Huh, so he's a pretty agreeable guy, then. Yeah, he's bound to see what kind of person Trucy really is.
But don't they hate defense attorneys in Korean? Would he even listen to what we have to say?
I don't see why not. He certainly seems like the person who would. Also, if we knew that they hated defense attorneys in Korean, both Apollo and Athena knew this information. Nobody fucking told Phoenix.
Yeah, absolutely. You're correct.
Even so, do you think they could do us a favor? You could do us a favor, Emma? Could you tell Prosecutor Sand Machine about Trucy? About what a good person she is? Yeah, she is. Dude, I have fucking
Sudbody
today.
Like,
Yes,
we just have to wait until a cutscene shows up that, like,
I mean,
reads his name for us.
That's definitely Sudmahi.
Yeah, Sudbody.
His name is Nahuda Sudmahi, but I just don't want to say that.
Just call him Naruto. Naruto Sand Shark,
leave it to
because
me.
that's funnier.
I'll make him understand there's no way Trucy could have committed the murder.
Hope he listens to reason.
Me too.
This is looking pretty bad, Apollo. They're calling it a murder, and they even got proof. What are we gonna do?
Look on the bright side. That's what.
Bright side? What bright side?
Well, the good thing about there being proof is that there has to be a point to the real killer. If we can figure out who that is, we can prove Trucy's innocence.
Oh, hey, you're right.
Which means our objectives are clear. We have to find two things. Proof of Trucy's innocence, and evidence of the true culprit's identity.
You know what, Apollo? You're starting to give me a glimmer of hope.
And that means there's only one thing to do. Emma, would it be alright if we investigate the scene? If I said no, you'd just do it behind my back anyway, right?
You're under arrest.
Would I use something like that? Guess the jig is up. Oh, alright, but I'd better come along.
Yes, please do.
Who knows what sorts of mischief you'd get up to if I'm not there to keep an eye on you.
Mischief? Sounds like Emma trusts you about as far as she can throw you, Apollo.
He has been known to move things around at the scene of a crime, you know. And what about you? You used to do all kinds of forensic tests on things without permission. There's nothing wrong with that. After all, forensics is always on the side of justice.
Cough, cough.
How is that even remotely fair?
Alrighty then. Oh, wait a minute. Hold up.
Oh, yeah, she has to know. It's been 2 years since we first met. But you're still just a newbie to me. Hey, that's not fair. I'm not even the newest lawyer in our office anymore.
Yup, that's Apollo and me. Just two newbies working our way up.
Aw, look at you two, the newbie duo. Must be nice, right, Apollo?
Listen, just because I only go up to your belt in height because I'm like 3 feet tall doesn't mean you can make fun of me.
No, he's not 3 feet tall, but he is stupid short.
He is like really short.
Oh, you're asking me to test that?
Ho ho. Then test it as much as you like.
Hey, why are you putting it away? I can't. Just can't let her cover this in chemical regents.
I can't let her cover this in Regis Philbins. Dressing room looks like the way it did just before the incident. All these items look kind of lonely. Oh, right.
Without their owners.
God damn it. We have to find Trucy's notebook for her.
Let's see. She said it would be in her blue handbag on the table, right?
There it is.
We'll see what we can check out while we're here.
Cover these in chemical reagents. Oh, look at the adorable little bunnies.
Rabbits, huh? I used to have a pet rabbit.
It died. Really? You? You sure don't look the type.
What do you mean? What's wrong with me having a pet rabbit?
Aren't people who have rabbits as pets usually the quiet, sensitive type?
Well, pardon me for being so loud and insensitive.
Ah, it's a Discord crash. My favorite kind. Nice.
Pardon me.
I guess
Discord cock.
I guess examining the dove was just too much.
Yeah, I can't know about the dove.
Game couldn't handle it. It's like, whoa there, don't examine that dove.
Yeah, so I still can't see the screen for some reason. I'm seeing
Yes.
Just an enlarged version of your face.
What?
It's your profile picture. It's just, that's all I'm saying is your profile
Weird.
picture.
Try that one again.
Why is it doing this?
Now?
So on your end,
exit
you
out of
see
the
it's
stream
supposed-
and enter back in. I didn't say exit the whole call, but...
I couldn't actually see the stream, Ross. That's the problem.
Okay.
There was no stream on my screen.
Now it's good?
Yeah, now.
Yeah, that's what I thought it was.
It's a dove. Trucy must use it on one of her trips.
Yeah. There's another bird cage next to it. I wonder what's in that one. Achoo!
What in the world was that?
Okay. A cockatiel?
Oh, there's a handbag Trucy was talking about. I feel a little funny about digging around in a girl's purse. I guess it's okay to open it. After all, she did ask us to.
But not you, Apollo. Let me do it. Let's see. No, not this. The hell's this? Oh, wow, she has... Oh, Juicy, you're bad.
She's 17.
It's a gun. Yeah, see, it's just a...
There it is. What is it? I want to see too.
Well, that's funny. She said it was a black notebook, right? There's nothing like that in here.
Maybe Trucy was wrong about where she left it. Let's keep looking around for it. Or you know it was stolen, pretty obviously. We've got all these costumes. I bet they're all Trucy's.
Ooh, could you tell by the scent? Are you like some kind of bloodhound or something? Do you like smell Trucy, you fucking weirdo?
You sniffing 17-year-old girls?
Were you someone who laid down in Lily's bed and went, it smells like Lily for the entire game? You didn't even get past that scene? You couldn't get past any of that? No? Did you return Ultra Sun and Moon when they removed the dialogue?
They did. I was actually disappointed they removed it because I was like, oh, okay, I can see the funny scene. And then it's not there. I was like, oh. Anyway.
Oh, these are from Prosecutor Gavin.
What is this, huh? I like him. Pretentious.
Wow. It might be pretentious, but you know what? He makes it work. Apollo, I've noticed this for a while now, but you get awful prickly when it comes to Prosecutor Gavin.
You think so?
I mean, don't hate him just because he's beautiful.
That's not it at all.
I love him because he's beautiful. Oh, that makes total sense. Oh, and this must be from...
Huh? Aren't these Ninetales flowers?
Oh, actually.
You know, these flowers only grow in Ninetales Vale.
That's a nice reference. Oh my goodness, you're right. There's a card here and a letter to go with it. Card says, good luck, Trucy, from Damien and Jinxie Tenma. That fucking trial was actually really long.
Mayor Tenma and Jinxie, huh? What does the letter say?
Let's see. Oh, there's a message for you in here, too. Please tell Mr. Demon Lawyer I said thank you for everything. Thanks to him, I overcame my fears, and now I'm not afraid of yokai anymore. And guess what? I've even become friends with yokai like Itan Momen and Kankajiji.
No matter what happens, I guess she'll never grow out of her demon obsession.
And another pair of flowers. These are just like the referential flowers.
Hey, these flowers, they're from Lamirar.
Lamirar.
Something like that.
Lamirar. Lamirar? Where have I heard that name before?
She's a famous singer. They call her the Siren of the Ballad, and she's pretty popular.
When the fuck is she gonna return? Why would a world-famous singer be sending Juicy flowers?
Well, we met her through a case I headed up once.
Wow, your circle of acquaintances is bigger than I thought.
Amarar. I don't know why, but her songs really touched me for some reason. I hope she's doing well.
That is a really good case, though. Look at all this stuff.
I bet it belongs to that bunny assistant we saw in the show.
Ah, you read my line. Unbelievable.
Oh, it is Athena, you're right.
Unbelievable, wow.
Wow, that's a lot of stuff. Does she really need all that? I mean, I don't think I've ever seen so much makeup.
When it comes to sheer number of items, your desk back at the office isn't much better.
Those things are the natural accumulation of 2 years of work, and they're all necessary.
Really? Instant noodles and crackers.
Of course, I need those for when I have to stay at the office all night prepping a case.
And the comic books, too?
Oh, of course, I need those too. Manga these days are super realistic and informative. I need them for research.
I see. So you need to research street fighting and the funnies, do you? The funnies. That's a funny way to say.
Hey, I mean, they could have done worse. They could have said, oh, okay, your hentai's for research,
Street fighting and the furries, huh?
Shirisi put up some posters up, I see. Oh, here's one of the Troop Grammar. Again. Troop Grammar. Magical Menagerie, huh?
Boy, now it's your turn to start reading all my lines.
Dude, it's hard because when I don't see a character on screen, now I assume it's Apollo.
I do too. Looks like a bunch of folks dressed in outfits a bit too gaudy for their age, if you ask me.
But isn't that pretty much how all the best magicians dress?
Was True Kamari really such a big deal back in the day?
I guess so. Everybody in the country knew them back then. They had great tricks. Like making a building disappear, making a safe drop from a helicopter, escaping a safe drop from a helicopter.
Making a safe drop from a helicopter onto somebody and killing them. Dude, that was my favorite trick.
That's a pretty cool trick. Making a safe drop from a helicopter takes a lot of skill to do that.
Dude, that one trick where fucking Light Yagami threw a bunch... No, actually, that wasn't Light Yagami. That was the police who threw a bunch of bills in order to stop people from looking at Light Yagami.
That's also a fucking Yakuza thing. Do that in a game. Just stupid.
Wow. I was in Europe at the time, so I had no idea. But if even you know about them, then they must be really, really famous.
I used to see them a lot on TV. I think it was back when I was in junior high. The one in the black was the original leader of Troop Grammar, Tracy's grandfather. His name was Magnifique Grammar. The one in pink with the mustache? That's Zach Grammar. Tracy's late biological father. Oh.
Yep.
Okay.
Spoilers. Oh, and look, there's Mr. Roos. This poster from back then, he was a magician at Troop Grammar, huh? We're not even going to mention the other one.
Yeah, the fuck that one. Who cares? The one that's dressed exactly like Trucy?
Cough, cough.
That one. Trucy said he left the troop after he was injured during a show or something, right?
Yeah, there's a lot of spoilers in this. What can we say?
Yeah, I mean, if you're still watching him, it's... I don't think it's going to ruin anything for you, but there is plenty of stuff here.
Say we take a look through Mr. Roos's things, too.
Hey, is that a notebook sticking out from behind his briefcase?
You're right. It's practically screaming over here, look at me.
Do you think it could be... Oh, wow, Athena! Our hunch was right. It's Trucy's notebook.
And we have the motive. He stole the notebook. She figured it out and she killed him. Yay! What's it doing mixed in with Mr. Roos's stuff?
Good question.
Nice plant. And I'm not talking about a Charlie plant either. It's locked. Guess that means we can't read it.
I wonder what kind of secrets are in there that make her want to lock it.
Girl her age needs her privacy. You know, I just realized. I haven't saved in a while.
Yeah, wouldn't it suck? I don't even think you fucking saved since, like, we started the investigation.
Pretty much. I mean, it would just be mashing, but it wouldn't be fun.
Yeah.
Besides, everyone has a secret or two they don't want others to know about.
If there's anything in there about kisses or crushes, I think Mr. Wright would cry.
Where the hell is Emma? I thought she said she was going to be watching us.
Well, she's here. In the background. What's this? Script of the show? It says Bonnie. So it must belong to that bunny assistant we saw in the show.
9:30 a.m. Mr. Roos transforms into a dragon. Trucy's hat trick. 10:20 a.m. Bonnie's teleportation trick and Trucy's escape trick. 11 a.m. Mr. Roos's fire trick. This will be dangerous. Make sure the fire bucket is ready.
No, it never happened. We don't need to worry about that one. You and I got to see the first two parts up to the end of the 10:20 a.m. segment. But this Mr. Roos's fire trick, we didn't get to see that part.
I love how early these people always get up to, like, see this shit. Like, it's always, like, really early in the morning. Trials, always stupid early in the morning. I could
because they're normally...
I could never be, like, a Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. Are you kidding me? Getting up at 9:30? Who has to do something like that? By the way, I have to take my sister to an appointment at 10:30 in the morning.
Yeah, but that's a little different. You're probably just not going to sleep.
Yeah, probably. I'll probably sleep a little bit. Yeah, because they canceled the show after the accident.
Hey, there's a note about the fire trick. This will be dangerous. Make sure to have the fire bucket ready. Come to think of it, when Mr. Roos turned into a dragon, it breathed fire, didn't it?
Coin tricks and fire tricks are Mr. Roos's specialties. Maybe they had some big finale planned. Where Mr. Roos and Trucy would face off in a grand magical showdown after his revival. Okay. Well, we've examined just about everything, I think. Looking through all the other people's stuff is so thrilling, like I'm doing something naughty.
I know what you mean. Just don't go poking around in my things at the office.
Why? What do you have to hide?
I don't think I like how her eyes lit up all of a sudden. Anyway, we better get this notebook to Trucy.
Did you see the screen stutter there for a second?
Yeah, I did.
Because we can also go to the stage. We're probably going to get blocked out.
Yeah, they're probably going to say, hey, fuck off, crime scene, leave.
We have Emma Skye with us. Oh, good. You brought her here, too? Great. She's also gone. All right, let's get down to investigating, shall we?
Yeah, let's do that. Just make sure you don't move anything, or I'll get in big trouble. Fine, I promise. Totally move the things I have to. Well, I have my own investigation to conduct, but let me know if you need anything. I'm gonna leave, that way they can kick you out.
Can we examine Emma?
It's been a while since we've done any investigating.
Well, what are we waiting for? Let's dive right in. You do remember how to do this, right? If you don't, I can give you a quick rundown.
They're giving you a tutorial after you just did one, because they expect you to go here first. Don't worry about me. I've got it all locked away in this vault up here.
Good, and I'm sure it'll all come back to me, too, as we go along.
Wait, wasn't it you who just offered to give me a rundown?
Yep. Ah, we also have this. Do I have a button for, like, quickly zooming? Yes, we do. Nice.
Ah.
This is what the entirety of, like, the investigation scenes were in the previous one. They're like, ooh, we have 3D effects now, so we can do this.
Yeah. We go behind the thing. Emma, can I ask you a question? Shh, this is the best part. She won't even look this way. Ooh, what great prints! Another set from my collection.
Dragon prints! I've never had these before. She certainly seems to enjoy her work, doesn't she?
This is what they call a set piece. It's a piece of the on-stage scenery. It suddenly fell down after the body was revealed, if I remember correctly.
Just as the brave heroine screams, the spell of the dragon breaks. Losing its wings, the dragon falls to the ground. That moment marked the collapse of Trucy's magical kingdom.
Magic, huh? Yeah, sure. So that was so perfect. I'd be genuinely surprised if it was magic. Okay, there's a curtain. I wonder what's behind it. The backstage area. The magic equipment and stuff like that. Yeah, stuff like that back there. Yeah. I'll open it a crack and check it out later. You weren't thinking of opening that curtain, were you? Who, me? Would I ever do a thing like that? Rats. Guess I'll have to ask her to open it for me later.
Day 2
Probably not until investigation too. Yeah.
Ooh, I've seen something like this before. It's like that game where you stick swords into a barrel until a little man inside pops up.
Huh. That doesn't sound like any game I've ever heard of.
Well, it's pretty famous in Europe. Do you have anything to play with as a kid?
Oh, you know, us simple Americans, we're happy with just a hoop and a stick.
Us simple Americans. Us Americans from Los Angeles.
Don't you know about all the Americans?
We always ate our El Dune noodles. Going to our familiar Yakuza clinic.
Yep, that's right.
You know, just us American things.
In this case right here, we haven't seen any true indication of it being in Japan besides Trucy's notebook having a clear Japanese symbol on the front of it.
I think when the original writers realized that for some ungodly reason the translators changed everything to be in America in the first game, they're like, why the fuck did you... Fine, we'll just make it like... We'll cut out some of the Japanese content.
Except for when they don't, and they're like, here, have a yokai village with a like, straight up, like, super Japanese.
Yeah, that shit was a little bit extra. And then you literally fly to Korean, and it's just like, alright, come on.
It's just down the street. Don't you know?
Just a short 2-minute plane ride. Why even take the fucking plane?
Nothing particularly interesting here.
I wanted to examine the bush.
Oh, okay. I thought you did examine it. Alright, anyway.
We have one of those in the office too, don't we?
Yeah, that poor magic prop we used as a shelving unit. I'd kind of like to see Trucy perform this trick sometime.
Well, we both know you'd be the one in the box if she ever did.
I feel bad for the prop, but it can stay a shelving unit in that case.
Probably gonna have to rotate.
Rotate! Oh, camera. That video camera's pointed right at the stage. Wonder what it recorded. I want to take a peek, but Ember would. Wow, this residue data is so fascinating. She's so fixated on that bloodstained data, her eyes are getting bloodshot.
Quick, Apollo, while I'm off in forensic fantasy land. Let's see what's recorded on the camera. Let's see what's recorded on the camera. What? Wait, she actually blew a fucking giant heart kiss? How the fuck did that happen?
Because she's actually magic. Fuck you.
We've already seen this, but whatever. We'll watch it again and see if there's anything else wacky.
Hooray! Yeah! Woo!
Poof. Ho ho. Yeah, that sword definitely looks pretty different.
It's unwieldily long. If that wasn't made of rubber, she probably wouldn't be able to swing it like that.
Yeah, she's not that strong. She's not pearly.
I still don't know why this cameraman recorded it like this.
Because they're a pervert, that's why.
He literally captured none of the trick. He's just filming her.
It's because the cameraman's on it, too. Yeesh. He's like, oh, yeesh. Oh, that's a dead body. Thud.
The same video we saw on TV where you can't see the body at all.
Apollo, did you notice a strange shadow in that footage?
No? Why? We noticed it. It's fine. It's there.
I don't think it was my imagination, but I'm pretty sure I saw something.
Strange shadow, huh? Wonder what it was.
Not gonna make it evidence, of course.
Nah, it'll be brought up later. Don't worry about it. Alright, rotate! It's time to look at the tape lines on the ground, basically.
The dragon was fake all along.
Oh man, the dragon wasn't real? See,
wow, the dragon's a lot more handmade than I expected.
Yeah, well, I can't tell you how many hours I put into that freaking thing.
What? You made it?
Trucy had me help put it together, you know, as her assistant.
She has you wrapped around her little finger, doesn't she?
Trucy's smile has some kind of magical power that makes it impossible to say no.
Listen, if Trucy asked me to make a giant magical dragon, I might spend some time helping.
So this is the coffin the dead body appeared from. I actually haven't examined that yet. Would you two mind giving me a hand?
No sweat. Trucy said the coffin was supposed to be empty when she stabbed it.
So how did the victim even get in there?
I bet there's a secret door or something.
Sure is an oddly shaped thing, isn't it? Maybe we could unfold it into something like this. Well, I heard that since it's used for magic tricks, the left and right panels are made to be interchangeable. How that helps with magic tricks, though, I have no idea. I'm sure they make use of it in some way we can't even imagine.
Apollo, you sound awfully feminine today.
Look, man, it's rough. Wait, outline, huh? So this is where the body was.
What exactly did it look like just after the incident occurred, I wonder?
Oh, I have a photo of the crime scene. Here you go. Okay, he was not stabbed in the right location at all.
Wow, it looks like he was stabbed in the back.
Yes, that's definitely what killed him. Was that thing around his waist? It's a stunt harness. A stunt wire can be attached to it so the person can float and fly through the air. Come to think of it, he did fly in Act 1, didn't he?
Oh, when he turned into the dragon. That's really funny.
Yep.
Okay. Next to the crime photo. And the books.
Well, the trapdoor.
Wait a minute.
Wait a minute, looks like the bottom of the coffin opens, too.
Ooh, a secret door. Let's try opening it.
Well, look at that.
Seems to lead to someplace underneath the stage.
That's right, it goes to the understage passage.
Pitch black down there. Hold on, I think I see something glowing faintly. It's hard to make anything out from up here.
If you try to go down there, the magicians will get mad at you. Apparently there are things down there that will give away the secrets behind their tricks.
Well, that sucks. It's alright there, and we can't even check it out.
We're definitely gonna have to examine that understage passage at some point down, though. Later.
Listen, we're gonna have to reveal more than one trick. I think that's it for examining up close. This we want to examine the trash can. No clues here. How about the sword?
The sword here. It's covered in blood. It must be the murder weapon.
Trucy said she was sure she switched it with a rubber sword. I guess he could have been laying in there from the back and been stabbed. That is possible, technically.
I guess.
Trucy said she was sure she switched it with a rubber sword.
Unfortunately, this one certainly doesn't look like it's made of rubber. Hey, Emma. Was there any fingerprints on that sword? Let's see. According to my data, no prints were found. But that could be because the culprit wiped them off. Trucy wears gloves, though. Yeah.
Yep.
Come to think of it, Trucy was wearing gloves during the show. She always wears gloves.
She wears white gloves always.
So she certainly wouldn't have left any prints either.
Everyone wears gloves, actually, here. The bunny girl, she wears gloves. That guy with the coffee wears gloves.
Yeah.
I'm kind of surprised Emma doesn't wear gloves.
Well, we're accurate. She would be. I mean,
a
forensic scientist would not be walking around without gloves on. That's
but no complaints here with how she looks from me. She just warps behind the dragon.
Something isn't right. It just doesn't make any sense.
What's the matter, Apollo? You're making that weird thinking face again.
How did what should have been a rubber sword get switched with a metal one? Plus, the timing of that dragon set piece falling down... Wasn't that just a little too convenient?
That's what they want you to think.
Something just isn't sitting right.
Ground control to Major Apollo. Reference to the previous case. Final case. Can you hear me, Major Apollo?
Athena, I think I've got it. I think somebody switched Trucy's rubber sword with the metal one.
Huh?
To pin the murder on her.
Someone switched the swords? When could they have done that?
Whenever was too busy to notice. Somebody could have switched Trucy's rubber sword with a metal one. She would have noticed holding a fucking... If they try to say those things weigh the same thing, that'll be stupid.
Probably
the only way that it
after
could work is after. Yeah. After the set piece fell, everybody in the audience was kicked out of the theater. In the ensuing chaos, somebody could have carried out the cover-up. Anyone of the stagehands or show personnel could have done it before the police arrived.
So what you're saying is... Somebody's actively trying to frame Trucy for the crime? And it also makes sense because Mr. Dragon fell onto the fucking stage.
Yeah, it didn't actually hit him. I thought it hit the guy. It didn't.
They dropped it so it blocked the camera.
Yeah. Yeah, some disgusting individual is trying to get away with the murder.
So it's someone related to the show.
There's definitely a very high chance of that. And if we could just figure out who it is, it's probably Bonnie.
It's Mr. Ruse. Did I examine over here?
You examined.
That is technically
It's the same idea.
Yeah. I'll check anyway.
Check it out up. Okay, that's why it's examinable. It's so you can get the zoom in view.
Yeah. Alright, we're good.
I think we've got everything here.
I'll do this one first. We have to investigate the Penrose Theater from top to bottom, and talk to every single person involved as well.
Wow, you're really fired up.
That's never Athena's personality. Of course, Trucy's entire future depends on this.
The agency's entire financial future, too.
Why do we never make fucking money from our court cases?
I think they only make money from Trucy's magic shows.
It must be so hard for Trucy, yet she saw how bravely she fought back her tears.
Maybe you should practice a little of that bravery holding back your tears thing, too. And by maybe, I mean your nose is running again.
Enough of the snot shaming! Haven't you ever heard the song, Into Each Life Some Boogers Must... Okay, come on, guys. You know, I wonder if they would only have made this reference because of Fallout 3. Because that song kind of got repopulated by Fallout 3. In fact, a lot of those songs got repopulated by Fallout 3.
Repopularized.
Whatever.
I'll take your word for it.
Speaking of boogers, my nose is like super fucking itchy for no reason.
Yeah, we get that sometimes.
See if she has anything to say any of this shit. It's a shame Troop Kamara won't be the way they were back in their heyday. They haven't been in forever. Do you know how many of its members are fucking dead at this point?
Oh, in that picture,
At least 3.
Yeah.
Maybe 4? We don't know about the 1.
Yeah, but I have every faith Trucy will restore the troop to its former glory.
And then you'll be really busy as Trucy's assistant.
Yeah, I guess so.
Wait, did you just agree with me?
Why did I agree?
I guess it means you're finally setting into the role.
No, it doesn't.
A mysterious locked notebook. I wonder if there's anything about me in there. Like that one time I ate her pudding. I wonder if she was really mad at me for doing that.
Don't worry. There's one thing I know about Trucy, it's that she's more mature than some people I know.
Wink.
Wink.
Oh, some evidence? Well, too bad.
Fuck you. I don't want to talk about that one.
The victim was a popular magician, the great Mr. Ruse.
Was Mr. Ruse really all that famous?
Yeah, he was especially well known for his time reversal tricks. Wait, I thought we were just saying he was especially well known for his coin and fire breathing tricks. What the fuck?
That's right. He's got a third one, too. And don't worry, we'll hear about other tricks in the future.
I guess he time reversed, no longer into the coins and the fire. It was always time reversal. He could even turn a fully grown chicken back into a baby chick.
Wow, I wish I could have seen that. That sounds like a ridiculously easy trick that any novice magician could do.
Don't magician shame. I guess this wasn't.
So I guess that there's still one. Oh, right, we have to talk to Trucy. Right. Have to give her back her book.
Yeah. Thanks.
Thanks, that's not...
I guess she's too busy in questioning right now, so we're not allowed to do that yet.
Okay, so we have to find whatever arbitrary thing they still wanted us to look at.
Come on, Stanley. Let's go find the story. Well, looks like we weren't done with the investigation. I hate it when this happens. I got stuck like this on the second trial in the 5th game. The reason being, I didn't know you could do this. Because it was the first game where that was allowed.
Yeah. And they don't actually just like... Oh, there was something there. Oh, no, that's the zoom-in point. That's not.
It might be the zoom-in point, actually. The
Well,
same thing happened in the 5th game. Yeah, there might be something more to it.
Yeah.
What's that? No, that's her forensic box. Actually, you know what we probably have to do? No. It'd probably be new if we had to go.
Wait, curtain? There was something over
there.
There
was something.
Yeah,
oh,
right there.
come
the back.
on.
The back of the coffin? Ugh.
Oh, look, there's a secret door in the back panel of the coffin. Do you think Mr. Ruse could have entered in the coffin from there?
If he could have done it without Trucy noticing, then maybe.
It's like two magicians trying to out-magic one another right under each other's noses. Now
there you go. Let's see. What else do we need to do on this stage? Edward, did you find any fingerprints on the coffin? Actually, I haven't checked yet. I was going to do that at the end. I like to save the best for last. We aren't exactly talking about dessert here. Oh, but we are. Would you like to partake in my delicious dessert? I don't mind sharing. God, that is an innuendo.
Please stop necrophilia. Oh, yes, please. There's always room for dessert, right?
Alright, I guess I'll join you two. So, could you show us how you check for fingerprints? Sure, let's start with the basics. As you know, fingerprints are an excellent way of identifying someone. That's because no two people have the same set of fingerprints, not even twins. So if we find any fingerprints on the coffin, they might lead us to the killer.
Do identical twins have the same fingerprints or no?
No. You can't have the same fingerprints. Well, theoretically, you could have the same fingerprints as somebody in the world. It's very unlikely. Your fingerprints oddly form. This is a weird fact I learned about in my forensic science class that I took. Your fingerprints form when you push up against the womb when you're inside, like when you're kicking and like pushing against the womb walls. So your fingerprints are a map of your mom's womb, which is really weird.
Yeesh.
So in order for somebody to have the same fingerprints as somebody else, they would need to have pressed up against
the exact same
similar, either the exact same womb in the exact same place, or a very similar womb in a similar location. It's very unlikely.
See, just burn your fingerprints off forehead. That'll work.
I mean, you know, if you want to get arrested, dude, if you are found out that you have burned off your fingerprints on purpose, they'll just assume you did something.
I mean, just go work at a chemical plant, forehead.
I mean, if you do it on accident, it's one thing, but straight up, if they know that you did it on purpose, they just assume you did it. The Cobra was dumb enough to leave prints behind, sure. Let's go ahead and dust for prints now.
Here we go again.
Let's see. This looks like a promising spot. Try dusting the area with the fingerprint powder. Keep tapping the touchscreen until the powder covers the surface thoroughly. When you're done, blow into the mic.
Oh, no, actually.
You set it up!
I did, didn't I?
Powder in this bottle is all we have to work with. If you run out, try blowing into the mic. Any excess powder will be returned to the bottle.
Oh, wait, didn't we all set up so you could also blow?
I don't think we did that, but maybe on accident it happened?
I made the mention where, like, you could shout objection and it would just, it would go off.
I don't think it actually worked, though.
We could try it. For not try blowing into the mic. Okay.
Alright, I think I'm ready to give it a try.
Powder the shit out of that. Super excessive.
Oh, okay. Well, looks like it did that automatically there.
Oh.
Like when you talk loud, it looks like it did it.
Huh! Yeah. That did work. I need more? Oh, God. I also made the blowing sound effect. That's really funny. Dust for fingerprints. Do it.
Not exactly the peak of interestingness in Ace Attorney games.
Objection!
You found some prints. Looks like the fingers of somebody's left hand. Now, let's try comparing these to the ones we have on file. First, touch Analyze, left, select a print. Now select the print you want to analyze and touch Confirm.
How about that bad boy? That one looks pretty good.
I've got a pretty clear print here. I wonder whose it is. I have the prints of everyone involved in the case right here. Just choose the person whose prints you'd like to compare the sample against. Well, the last person who was in the coffin was... definitely not Trucy, it's... December! No.
Yeah, look at all of them. It does look kind of woomy.
Actually, no, it could be Trucy's.
It's not.
Maybe. It's not.
It's obviously this dude's. I mean, come on, look at that shit. It's so obvious.
Yeah, that's
it's just fun examining
identical.
this because it kind of reminds me of like the Gygas fight.
I wonder whose fingerprints. I wonder if like they drew fingerprints or if they actually just took some fucking people's fingerprints. Slap
Possible.
them in the game.
Sex M.
This would be. I think it would be easier to just fingerprint a couple of the employees and just stick those in the game.
Weird. They include people's jobs now.
Yeah.
Hey, lawyer as well as psychologist, kind of. Well, she uses psychology anyway.
Yeah. Well.
Doo-doo-doo-doo.
Flash round. Bingo. Looks like the prints belong to the deceased, Mr. Roos. Well, if we found prints here, maybe we can find them elsewhere on the coffin, too. I guess I'll try dusting for more prints. Why the fuck is there, like, a visual error where the trap door is just red shit?
Alright. Take that!
There's, like, dust, like, clearly around the prints. You'll get it.
Hold it! Oh, come on. What do you need me to do? Bleh. Please? Please? Come on. Give me a fucking break here. I don't remember being this sensitive. Ah!
I remember fucking fingerprinting just being like the least fun part of investigation.
They gave us a break in the previous game. We didn't do it. Certain somebody was not a very big fan of it. Oh, come the fuck on.
Like, do we need to keep going? I have very clear prints. I have 5 clear prints here.
Just gotta keep coming. And good.
You wish.
Please! Can I just analyze? Is that a thing I can do now?
No. Doesn't look like it.
Oh.
Oh, no. Maybe you can.
Oh, we were just doing extra for no reason.
Okay,
No.
that was only for the tutorial did you have to... There, I found some. These prints are apparently Mr. Rose's too. Shall we try looking for prints on the outside of the coffin now? Yes,
No, please. Mercy.
Let's keep going, Ross. Absolute best part of the game right here. This time, you'll be able to rotate the coffin and look at it from different angles.
Wasn't he also wearing gloves? Oh no, he wasn't, because he had his he had the coins in his finger.
That'll give you a chance to examine it thoroughly. If you ever get stuck or confused, you can always touch reset. Oh. Okay, and if I find any prints, I'll choose one to run against your data, just like before.
Huh! Whew! Aha. Budding hub.
That's a fingerprint.
It is a fingy.
It's not clear enough. Alright, I found another fingerprint. It might have been when somebody put this lid on the coffin. Let's see now. There was one part during the show when somebody put this lid on, after Trucy had gotten into the coffin. Therefore, this print should belong to...
Yeah. Bun.
Who was wearing gloves, so I don't know how the fuck that happened, but alright. Cool, yeah.
Was she?
She was wearing gloves, right? Bonnie was wearing gloves. Was she? I don't know. I just assume all these magicians were wearing gloves.
I don't think she was.
Looks like the print belongs to that bunny girl.
So where we can watch the video? Is that allowed? No, we can't. We have to go back to the camera. Come to think of it. No, she wasn't wearing gloves.
Okay, there you go.
She had little arm wrist thingies.
Yeah.
She did put the lid on the coffin back during the show.
That's probably when she left her print on the lid. You're probably looking for a print on the door on the back, or I'd guess. Because that implies who put him in there, theoretically.
The top of the coffin also had Trucy's gloves, which wouldn't be a print. Ha! Yeah! Toya!
Okay, but that's just the...
Oh yeah! Alright, there you go.
That's just Bonnie again. Nothing too special.
Or is it?
You literally saw her hands touch that, but... Yep. This part must be also when the lid was put on. That means it belongs to the bunny girl. Yeah, I think you're looking for the back of the coffin. Not.
Oh, can we rotate the coffin?
Yeah, you can rotate the coffin. They specifically said so.
Ah, look at that.
This is probably what you're looking for. The door on the back, which probably has somebody's fingerprints, whoever put them in there.
No, I'm just doing Ganondorf. Oya! Koya! Gorabito! Ha! 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 What are you doing? Emma's just like confused. I didn't see anything on the back door.
I don't know. It just feels like a place
Ka!
for fingerprints.
Ha! Hey?
No, maybe not. I don't know. Unless it's like specifically near the hinges, which you didn't really get that well. Maybe the bottom. Well, the bottom probably has something, but that's a.
How are we rotating the door like this? Ka! Ha! Ho! Ha! Ho! Ha! He! Parents are gonna come downstairs like, what the fuck are you doing? Toya! Oh, look at that one. That's suspicious, so they came down from above.
Well, we saw the shadow go up into the rafters in the fucking, like...
Yeah.
Thing. So somebody coming from above isn't...
Oh, you can press Y to blow. That's lame. Who would do that? Oh, that's the analyze button. Okay.
Looks like the pinky has the clearest one, honestly. Oh, okay, it doesn't even make you. Oh, okay. Prints from the base of the palm. You want to get prints from the fingers or the thumb.
Yeah,
Why don't you give it a try?
Shut up. Oh, come on.
That's what I was saying, is like, I think the fucking pinky is the one that's the most legible.
Yeah, it's true.
At least with the dust that you have applied.
Oh my god,
Nah.
I'm gonna
okay,
fucking
you just need to
you.
apply more dust.
Dust
They're
you.
being picky.
Let's stretch our shoulders.
Yeah, there you go. Now they're more clear. There, I got a print. Alright, I'll just check it against my data. Huh? That's funny. It doesn't match the prints of anyone involved in this case. Really? None of them? How can that be?
Must have been the mover guy.
It looks like that's about all the prints we're gonna find. To sum everything up, the prints we found belong to the victim, Mr. Roos, the bunny assistant Bonnie, and some third unidentified person.
But that's strange. We didn't see anyone else up there on the stage during the show. Does this mean some outsider was up there? Someone unrelated to the show?
I guess we can't really say at this point. Well, thank goodness we didn't find any of Trucy's fingerprints, right?
Oh, she's wearing gloves.
That's only because Trucy was wearing gloves. Hey, Emma, there's something else that's been bothering me about these prints. Don't you think there's something odd about Mr. Roos's prints? Odd? What's odd about them?
He has apparently 2 right thumbs.
Okay, well, it's not really that, but...
Yeah, I know.
Well,
it's just like...
if Mr. Roos was standing in a coffin facing forward, he would have left prints like this, right? But when we look at the actual prints, they're facing backwards. It doesn't make a whole lot of sense. Hey, what do you know? You're right. I wonder how they wound up like that.
Maybe he was accidentally facing the wrong way at first, but then turned around later?
No, the coffin's much too small for a guy his size to turn around in. About all he would have been able to manage is maybe a little bit of twisting.
And it really doesn't make any sense, does it?
I think I might have hit something major here. Oh, I have just one more question, Emma. Oh yeah? What is it? Ms. Rose was stabbed in the back, right? But who's standing in the coffin like this? How would that have worked? Oh, right. That. The lead prosecutor has an explanation, actually. He thought the victim might have tried to dodge the sword as it came into the coffin. So maybe he twisted his body and the sword ended up stabbing him in the back. That's his theory, anyway. Who the fuck is that stupid? You see the sword coming at you. Here, let me put my back into it. Anyway.
Yeah, you gotta really put your back into dying. Like, again, with our theory that he wanted to die.
100%. That sword coming in, the way he was standing, wouldn't have even hit him anyway. He also knew it was a rubber sword. He wouldn't have dodged it.
You're right here, pudding
really.
pop. Come on, aim that sucker in there real good.
This guy really, Mr. Ruse was like suicidal. That's what we're confirming here.
It was a ruse that he wanted life. Well, I guess that about wraps up our investigation at this stage. Actually, there's still the area behind that curtain. Don't you want to know what's back there?
Sure do, but Emma told us not to move or touch anything, remember? Would you just quit staring at me? Fine, I'll open it for you.
Wow, look at you flaunting your lady killer eyes.
I have my ways. I'm only doing this so I won't get charged with animal abuse for not throwing you a bone.
I guess puppy eyes can be just as effective.
Alright, I'll be back.
Ah, nice, the guillotine, my favorite magical prop.
Fairly common one, though.
Yes.
Well, go on and investigate to your heart's content. Before you go moving anything... I know. We'll be sure to ask first. Oh, by the way, just examine the backstage to move to the area beyond the curtain. Okay, time to get investigating.
Examine Athena's size. Seeing the stage this way kind of breaks the illusion, doesn't it?
It goes to show that some things are better left unseen.
Ooh, listen to you sounding all grown up and stuff.
Don't worry, I'm sure you'll have some cynical one-liners of your own someday, too.
Oh boy, I can't wait.
Anyway, on to more pressing matters. Let's go examine the backstage area.
It's a guillotine. That's not real. Just another one of those Trucy props.
I wonder who was supposed to appear in the show.
Huh? You mean she didn't mention it to you? Said you were going to make a guest appearance on stage for a guillotine trick.
No, I definitely remember not agreeing to something like losing my head on national TV.
Do it.
Hey,
This just in.
Back here,
Legendary prosecutor Apollo Justice gets his head on a roll. More than 11.
This just didn't. We found out recently there was going to be a beheading. Oh, unfortunate that the show didn't go on.
There's a coffin back here, too. Looks like there's a stuffed dragon inside.
No, wait, look, it's just an illusion. See, dragon looks like it's inside. But it's really just painted on the front lid.
Oh, wow, you're right. Could be something else.
You know, if the show hadn't been canceled, you might have gotten to see this trick too, huh? Nice broom and dustpan. Dustpan, a broom, and a bucket. Guess this was used to keep the stage tidy.
I doubt that's what the bucket's for, though. See how it says fire?
Ooh, I guess it's the fire bucket then.
Yes, I heard the theater owner went out and bought that just for the show. When he heard there was going to be a fire trick, he flew to the store to get it. It's just a bucket. What? Alright. But can a bucket like this really put out a raging fire? I'm guessing the owner thought it could. It can't. For something like a magic trick gone wrong, you'd want something bigger than a fucking bucket.
It doesn't look like it's been used. In fact, the inside's caked with dust. That wasn't even the point of buying the bucket then.
Wait a minute. That means nobody actually prepared for the fire trick after all. I have a feeling this might be an important bit of information.
Dust lines in it. He bought that shit just so he didn't get sued.
Probably.
That's the motive. Coffee Dude murdered him so he wouldn't have to purchase a fire bucket, and also so he wouldn't get sued. Easy.
See, look, we can also go to the understage back there. They're not going to let us, but the staircase is there.
What's this thing? It's a winch.
I'm guessing they used it to pull Mr. Hat up. Oh, look, there are 2 winches. One back here and one up there.
God, 2 wenches on each side.
Apparently, each winch was rigged up to something different. One of them was used to hold up the dragon set piece, while the other was connected to that weird puppet up on the catwalk. A weird puppet, huh? Better go check out the catwalk.
One of us is gonna go up to the catwalk. There's the understage.
There's a sign that says understage. I bet these stairs go to the understage area.
Juicy told me she and her fellow magicians call it the Abyss. I wonder why.
Who knows? Maybe it's because it's really dark down there or something.
Ooh, I bet they got all kinds of magical goodies stashed away down there. Come on, let's go check it out. Huh? Door's locked. The entrance to the Abyss is barred by mere mortals like us, huh?
Oh well, guess that's what you call a swinging abyss.
Someone died today. That's Phoenix Wright in a nutshell. Just a bunch of puns and people dying.
Basically.
Looks like this ladder leads up to the catwalk up ahead, overhead.
I really have to go up there. Why don't you go on up and check it out, Athena? I'm sure you'll like the air up there.
Huh? Where in the world did you get that idea from? Wait a minute. Are you saying I'm an airhead? How rude can you get?
That's not what I'm saying at all. Now, up you go. I'll just wait down here.
Okay, now I'm starting to get the picture. You're afraid of heights, aren't you, Apollo? Come on now, this is for Trucy. She needs up, so up the catwalk you go.
Well, I guess it's time to put on my big boy pants.
Conk.
To be fair, he is kind of justified being afraid. Catwalks are not overly safe areas, usually.
You alright up here, Apollo? You're white as a sheet.
I'm fine. Don't look down, Justice. Don't look down.
Those green things over there look like cushions. Guess one of them was used to absorb the force of impact when Mr. Hat zipped into it. Let's go check it out.
Way over there?
These set pieces look like a rabbit and a moon. Although they kind of look like it could be a duck and a croissant, too. What do they look like to you, Apollo?
The Grim Reaper and a guy falling to his death.
Come on, let's wrap up this investigation before your imagination catches up with you.
I get, yeah, they did design to look like it could be a duck. Yeah, I can see it.
And I can see the croissant.
Well, the croissant's easy.
What's that? Not Mr. Hat. Look, Apollo, it's Mr. Hat.
I see on top of the cushion. He's attached to a wire. Actually, didn't Trucy say something like... They quickly raised Mr. Hat up by the wire? Into a cushion on the catwalk?
Yeah. So what the fuck is he doing on top of the catwalk?
Maybe the stagehands pulled Mr. Hat up and left him here afterwards? The wire attached to his back. Looks like it's connected to the one on the winches down below.
He, like, slammed into the cushion and rolled forward in, like, the weirdest way. How does Hat not fall off? I guess his hat's, like, attached to his body.
Huh? Mr. Hat's cape is ripped. Did that happen during the show? That's odd. It almost looks like it was slashed with a blade.
Right, dunno.
How in the world did that happen?
Apollo, I see that you're trying to take this all in stride, and I respect that. But seriously, you're trembling like a newborn fawn up here.
Get it together, man. I can't help it.
And there's the winch.
Looks like Mr. Hat's right to this smaller pulley. Let's see. How did it go? After being blown a kiss, Mr. Hat goes wild and... just as he's about to stop the coffin, he gets pulled up to the catwalk. And the smoke screen was to hide his ascent from the audience's view.
I guess people got really upset that Case 3 of Apollo Justice didn't explain the trick, so this time they're going all in on the trick explanation.
Yeah, they're like doing nothing but. This is a long investigation because of it.
Yeah.
Wow, that's a big pulley.
It's also because we're reading everything and we're slow as shit.
Yeah, but... looks like it's connected to one of the winches down below.
The dragon set piece must have been hanging from this. Wait. Aha. Hey, look! There are cushions attached to the underside. Well, what are you standing way over there for? Come on over and look!
You're not gonna try and push me off, are you?
Seriously, Apollo, come on, you'll be fine. Here, do you want me to hold your hand?
Yes, actually, if you wouldn't mind.
Smooth, Apollo. Nailed it.
Looks like you're right. And Tracy mentioned something about this, didn't she? That a cushion was supposed to absorb the force of impact when Mr. Hat was pulled up. Can we fucking stop?
Well, I think that about does it for the catwalk. Do you think we missed anything?
Nope, didn't miss a single thing. We're all done here, yes sirree.
I take it you're ready to go down?
Yeah, I think we'd better. I feel a fainting spell coming on.
Oh, brother. You don't need me to hold your hand again, do you?
I swear to God, if they tell us one more fucking time that Mr. Hat got shock absorbed by the cushion, I'm gonna fucking kill someone.
All done? Did you figure out that Mr. Hat was absorbed by the shock? What?
Why are they gonna tell us like 4 times? Anyway,
They're really making sure you get that clue.
it'll probably be important, but
Oh, totally.
pretty much. There's just one thing. The door to the understage passage was locked. Any way we can get down there?
That's
That
trial.
place?
That's Investigation 2 DLC.
Unless there isn't. Though usually there is a second day.
Yeah.
It's not always though. Sometimes they do just let you get by with one investigation. That place, they locked it as soon as police finished our investigation down there. If you want to check it out, you'll have to ask a magician. Well, Truce is at the detention center, so she can't help us. I guess we'll have to look for somebody else from the show. Bonnie, theoretically, then. Okay, I'd better get back to my own investigation. See you around. It's too bad about the understage area, but at least we learned a few things.
Yeah, like one of your greatest fears.
I wasn't talking about that. I meant how the behind-the-scenes stuff is set up. Oh, here we go. We're gonna get it another time. Let's see. We found out there are 2 winches backstage. Mr. Hat was rigged to the first winch.
Where it's pulled up into the shock absorbers.
Yes, in a second we'll talk about it. And the dragon set piece was attached to the other one.
And both of them were used during the show. Right after the body was discovered and the dragon set piece fell onto the stage.
And the chaos that ensued, the culprit could have switched the rubber sword with the real one. So it looks like the best way to prove Tracy's innocence is to identify the real killer. Like every case ever.
Yep.
What a complete and utter mess. This is just great. Just great.
That right, kid, is Bush League. Small potatoes. Half grown has been.
Hmm? That's somebody on the stage. Wonder who it is and what they're doing. Maybe we should go talk to them.
Nah, leave him alone, Apollo.
Excuse me, are you connected to the show?
What, you got a couple more headaches for me to handle? Got my hand full as it is.
Hey, I remember this guy. Flashback to...
Hey, you there.
Which should have naturally been like an hour ago, but it's been like
What the
2
heck's
for us.
going on? They wouldn't even let me in. Me, for crying out loud.
Oh, Mr. Redden knows there was an accident during the show.
An accident? Great. Just great. That's all I needed right now. You have any idea how much money we're sinking into this program?
It's that man who was going off at the staff in front of the theater.
I ain't never seen you guys before. If I had to guess, I'd say you're not production staff. What's that I spy with my little eye? An attorney's badge. Well, how do you do? I didn't know you fine folks were lawyers. My business card, if you would. Charmed to make your acquaintance, I'm sure.
Oh,
Thank you,
thank you.
clearly suspicious person.
You're from the TV station, I take it.
Sharp as a tack you are. I'm the producer of this TV special. All my idea, by the way.
I'm Apollo Justice, Trucy Wright's defense attorney.
Trucy Wright.
Oh, okay, never mind.
Well, ain't that a kick in the head? How about you open up with that tidbit next time there, champ?
Okay. What happened to the other smooshy Magoo pit?
I'm Roger Retinas. Hold the applause and no autographs, kids. I'm on the clock.
Apollo, this guy looks really familiar, but I can't quite...
Really, kid? I'll try this on for size. Hang loose, baby!
Hang loose, baby. Apollo! It's the Ratings Raja from Take-Two TV! He's huge! Crazy huge! Like a real famous producer!
Really? I've never heard of him.
Seriously, man? What kind of cave did you crawl out of? Roger Retinas, the Ratings Raja, Titan of the TV screen! Still not ringing a bell? You ain't seen my hit Saturday night talk show at 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central?
No, I can't say I have.
Ha! You're blowing my mind, kid. Even know what a TV is? Say it with me. Television.
Do you mind if I ask you a few questions about the incident?
No. What kind of comeback is that? Grow some backbone, kid. I basically lobbed that one at you. Now hit me with your best barb. Viewers will love that. Come on. You gotta sell it.
So what?
Say something funny for the nice people at home. Go on. Hit me with your best shot.
My best shot? This guy has a lot of animations.
We're rolling here. Hurry up before they change the channel. Chop, chop.
Okay, here goes. Talk to the hand. Kapow! Terrible.
Kapow? Really? Why are you pointing out all dramatically like we're in court?
I don't know, it just seemed like the thing to do.
Apollo. I like how her widget tells her what her emotions are. So right now she's either experiencing extreme sadness or fear. I'm leaning towards fear. Here we are in the future, and it's fear.
Whoa, cringe has showed up.
That's going into the cringe reel for sure.
This wouldn't be a 2016 game without cringe.
It's fucking cringe, bro!
You just posted cringe, you're gonna lose subscriber! Think we can all agree that that was a mistake.
If I choked any harder, I'd need the Heimlich maneuver.
Please stop talking about choking, Apollo. I blame myself, really. Should've known better than to waste my good film on a noob. So, you want an exclusive or what?
Today's magic show was being broadcast live on TV, wasn't it? And you were the producer, right?
That's right. Rising Magic Star versus Old School Grimari. It was gonna be a hit wild. We're gonna have viewers vote for their favorite magician during the show. And the loser would have had a really embarrassing prank done to him. It was gold, I tell ya. Guaranteed ratings.
Oh no. Sounds kind of tacky if you ask me.
I'm telling you, man. Modern viewers eat this stuff up with a spoon. Trust me.
I mean, they do.
You should see how many fucking television viewers we get nowadays. Isn't it like going down every year?
It is going down. Sure but is. Sadly, the people that are watching TV, that is the kind of garbage they want to see.
All we gotta do is serve it up nice and hot. Feast for the eyes, junk food for the brain. Perfect turn your brain off television. Wow,
Lord,
actually,
junk food for the brain.
That's what I was just saying. I called that one.
Why's he gotta do?
That little brat had to go and ruin everything with that X universe. Oh yeah, I have no idea how many times they drudged me over here to prepare for today.
He must know his theater pretty well if he comes by that often.
Ooh, that gives me an idea. How about this? Cha. Mad mindscape of a magical murderess. Closest comrades come clean. Tell me, has Tracy's always shown signs of being unhinged? Or could you tell me she was about ready to snap? This guy's cruising for a bruising, Apollo.
As long as you don't get caught on camera.
Truth be told, I'm not surprised about the way things turned out. Magicians are pretty much the dregs of society, am I right?
What's that supposed to mean?
Oh boy.
What were you doing at the time of the incident?
Well, shooting a show in the station studio. Had a whole bunch of girls in bikinis wrestle each other on the camera. We called
that's something people watch on TV.
Keijo.
So you didn't see the accident as it was actually happening.
That's right. That's why I was shocked when I first got here, baby.
So you didn't hear about the accident until you arrived, huh?
I'm guessing what you really want to know is whether or not I have an alibi, am I right? My staff at the TV studio can vouch for me. Why not go there and ask him yourself? You can give him my card and he'll let you in.
You have an alibi, huh? Good to know.
Boop. Magicians are all a bunch of good-for-nothings, if you ask me. Con artists and thieves is what they are. They trick people and take their money.
Coming from you, that's rich, pal.
That's what I was just thinking. Magic tricks aren't the same as con jobs, you know.
That's right. People watching never feel like they're being cheated.
And that's the best kind of con of all, baby.
Yeah, if this guy isn't the fucking actual murderer, man, they put a lot of effort into this man's animations for something that, like, only shows up as a witness.
Lord spout hypocritical nonsense. Big surprise there. Lol. And post.
Terrible.
Did he just post about us in real time? Those Grimars are all criminals. It's in their blood. Chooser Wright ain't no different. That girl's no good. She may look all sweet and innocent, but she's a stone-cold killer. Don't you dare talk about Trucy like that. You don't know the first thing about her. You wouldn't find a sweeter, harder working girl anywhere, period. Here's Pearly. Damn it! Apollo, get her out of here! Get out of here, Pearly! You've got the wool pulled over your eyes, I see.
What in the world are you talking about?
You'll see. I'll dig up the dirt and expose the dark heart behind that sweet smile. I'll prove those Grimari magicians are all a bunch of lowlives.
Does he have a grudge against Trucy, or maybe against all true Grimari?
TV is a window to the truth. It's not like that magic stuff for the streetwise charlatans that perform it. It's a shame. Crying shame, I tell you. What was supposed to be a fun, light-hearted program turned into this sorry affair. I'll have to sell it to news outlets all over the world if I'm going to make my money back. Juicy Wright will make her debut, all right. Not as a magician, but as a criminal.
What?
It's my duty to report it. Can't let a tragedy like this happen again now, can I? Pleasure to meet you. My real persona is the prosecutor for this case. Hello, it is me, Mr. Retinas. Get used to this for fucking... No, it's not. You know, she gets off somehow. Oof. I'll make sure she never walks the streets again.
We won't let that happen. We won't let you do that to her. We're gonna prove her innocence in court.
Listen to you acting all high and mighty. You're just another money grubber. I know how you lawyers do things. You'll stop at nothing to win.
I beg your pardon? Mr. fucking Suck-Up? What?
You win with your trials, you get fat stacks, right? Is money really all you care about? In this dark
Fats,
age of the law?
I wish we got fat stacks.
What's with him, Apollo? Why won't he listen? Not enough about you. I'm all about, going after Trucy right now. I won't stop until she's behind bars. That's how we in the media dish out our justice. I'm waiting for one day, one of these games, where the character does that animation, but instead of pulling out what they typically pull out, they pull out a gun instead.
I mean, it's a camera gun. You have no proof. Who knows?
Before you can even get to court, my expose is gonna take you down.
Not if I have anything to say about it.
Well, gotta get back to the station. Hang loose, baby.
Yeah, it looks like the prosecution won't be our only opponent this time.
But no way are we gonna let that guy have his way either.
That's right. Okay, we're done with this stage, so let's go somewhere else. Still wish we could check out that understage passage. What else can we investigate right now?
Well... Might as well dump back.
Yeah, apparently we do.
Probably because Bonnie's here or something like that.
Yeah, probably Bonnie's here now.
But all that's left is...
Check out the understage passage. We'll have to try to get one of the staff members to unlock the door. Someone just came into the dressing room. Oh, it's you people again. You came back. Huh?
Yeah, I was expected.
I saw you, you know.
Oh, it's you, the bunny assistant from the show, right?
What? Oh, yes, that's right. My name is Bonnie DeFemme.
The femme fatale. Bonnie's theme.
Talking. Remember? Oh, okay, yeah.
Growing magic is like walking a tightrope. There's always an element of danger. One little mistake can even cost you your life, you know. I wonder if she'll make it across today.
What do you mean by that exactly?
Hey, oh, nothing. No, if you'll excuse me.
She said some pretty strange things then.
This recording's been going for almost 3 hours. Jesus Christ, this is a long investigation.
Yeah, it's a long investigation. This is probably all we're going to do. We are
anything.
Probably not going to do the trial tonight.
Probably not.
I saw you take it. You took something from our dressing room. The
Oh, Bonnie, that teleportation trick you did was amazing. Fantastic!
What? Oh, thank you. But what you did, stealing is...
What other kinds of magic tricks can you do?
Me? Oh, well, how about this? Yeah.
It was like a baby little bunny. Splendido!
Athena, I think Bonnie's trying to say something to us.
She is?
Thank you, Mr. Thief.
Thief.
Thief?
Thief!
I saw you. I saw you take that notebook. Please don't take things from our dressing room.
Huh?
So it's true what they say. Thieves really do return to the scene of the crime, don't they?
Thieves? I thought it was just arsonists in real life.
Guess that means she really saw us, huh?
I bet this looks pretty bad.
If you return what you stole right now, I won't call the police.
Oh boy. Well, we're not allowed to explain ourselves, so...
You got it all wrong. We're Trucy's lawyers. She asked us to bring the notebook to her.
Trucy's lawyers? Oh, I'm so sorry I called you thieves.
Yeah, thank you.
If you really thought we were thieves, why were you still doing magic tricks for us?
I can't help it. Never anybody asked. I just can't bring myself to refuse.
Does that mean she's a real people person, or that she just aims to please a little too hard?
In that case, can you tell us the secret of your teleportation trick?
Well, I don't know if I should. Oh.
I keep up the pressure, she might just tell us. I've been dying to know. It's Bobby Fulbright all over again.
Yep.
As long as I just keep bugging them, they'll tell me.
Leave the poor girl alone, basically.
Are you investigating the case?
Yes, that's right.
I'm Trucy's biggest fan. I just love her to bits. I'd do anything to help her.
We appreciate that. In that case, would you mind if we ask you a few questions?
Okay then, Bon. Bon.
You're a magician, right, Bonnie?
That's right. My specialties are teleportation and this little trick right here.
Oh, it's gone.
Well, I guess there wouldn't be another bunny in there.
It looks like Mr. Bunny's in a bad mood right now.
Or that she messed up. Said you're a big fan of Trucy's, right?
Oh yes, I look up to her more than anyone else in the whole world.
I don't know what makes you respect her so much.
She's just incredible. Not only is she extremely talented, but she's so cool under pressure. Always manages to keep a smile on her face. In spite of all that talent, she works harder than anybody I know. You couldn't ask for a more out of the magician.
You couldn't ask for more of a magician, yeah. I'm sensing a shift into hyper fangirl drive.
I love the unique way she does her tricks, and how she charms the audience. I especially love her magic panties trick, which was both cute and comical. First time I saw her do a trick, I was impressed and so moved. I've got to just... I can't keep up.
Almost.
This game likes this gimmick a lot.
And that's why I think Trucy is top class. A real first-rate magician.
We only missed one text box.
Got her shows to see her perform so many times I've lost count and...
That's the one I missed.
Yeesh. I see. I think we have a pretty good idea how much you adore her now.
Oh, was I talking too much? I'm so sorry.
Better be careful about when and how I ask her about Trucy.
Anyway, that's why I'll do anything. Anything at all. Tell Trucy. Oh, Mr. Warrior, you just have to prove her innocence.
Right, I plan to do just that. Wish Trucy could see that she has people like Bonnie in her corner rooting for her.
She did it. She's the murderer. Throw her away. She has the gun.
I guess right now I feel like I'm leaning towards the fucking
Asshole.
TV producer.
Yeah.
But it feels like he's almost a red herring, like too obvious. But then again, it's early cases, so it could be too obvious. Anyway. You were in the magic show, right?
That's right. I take it you saw my teleportation trick?
Yes, it was just wonderful. You moved from one place to another in the blink of an eye.
I admit it was pretty amazing. I have no idea how you transported yourself over such a distance in just a split second.
It must be fun to be able to think like that. Teleportation looks so cool.
It's like a superpower or something.
Yeah, my trick is turning some heads in the magic world right now. They're calling it new miraculous magic. Some even say it's the real deal.
Real magic, huh? I know there must be an explanation, but it sure doesn't look real.
I mean, real magic does fucking exist. We have, like, 8 magicians in the office.
Hey, I don't know if you know this, Apollo, but you literally have a magic fucking bracelet.
I just have to figure that trick out. I want to do it myself.
Oh, you'll never figure it out. I always perform it perfectly.
Apparently not. My actual magic bracelet begs to differ. Ah, this feeling. Looks to me like Bonnie's hiding something.
I bet it's Mr. Bunny.
Ah, that's true.
It's not a crotch. Darn. She's not a sweater.
Is it possible
it's probably
to see it
your ear.
on... Nah, it's probably a near Twitch or something, yeah. Is it possible to see it on the bigger screen, or do you have to see it on the zoomed-in screen?
I think you have to see it on the zoomed-in screen. It's one of these ones.
That's
One
pretty
of the
difficult.
trickier ones.
She doesn't have an obvious tell. Or
She
maybe
doesn't
she
have
does.
her
and we're
tail
stupid.
pointed out to you.
See, the thing is, I thought that it might have been like her tail wiggling or something, but I don't know.
Ah, shit, wrong button.
Like, she obviously doesn't have real bunny ears or a real bunny tail, so them wiggling would just be a comical effect, I guess. But maybe her eyes, something. But she kept her eyes closed the entire time.
Gotcha.
Oops, wrong thing.
Why are you yelling at me?
I just thought you looked a bit flustered. That's all.
Well, anyone would get flustered with you shouting at them like that. Any more of that, and I'll bend those horns of yours like a spoon. Hands off, do you know any idea how early I have to wake up to get these just right?
She's Haru.
Yeah.
Sudden bouts of, I'm gonna kill you.
She looks like horror, too, kinda.
A little bit.
So. Thing is, we're probably looking for specifically either when she says always. Or
I saw it. Did you see it?
Alright, let's look again.
She's not giving a tell.
It's her little bunny friend.
I saw that fucker peek out. There
Yeah,
he is.
There he is.
Gotcha.
What's Mr. Bunny friend? Look at that.
Bonnie, when you said perform it perfectly, your right hand would tremble and move your hat a tiny bit. I got a glimpse of the little rabbit hiding underneath.
Did you really perform the teleportation trick?
Oh, God. Did you perform it perfectly that time?
Of course, I definitely got that part right.
What do you mean, that part?
Oops.
Oops. Wait a minute. Are you saying that you...
She's not the one who switched up the swords.
She might be... She might have messed
Wait,
up
are you
things.
saying you picked the, you picked the wrong career?
That's clearly not the right answer, but it's funny.
I kind of want to select that because that's really funny.
Does that mean you regret ever choosing to become a magician? Is that why you perform your job with such a forced smile on your face? Is it to hide your true feelings of regret? What? Do you feel like you made a mistake in your choice of career?
How can you even say that to me? I became a magician because I looked up to Trucy, and I wanted to be like her. I'd never regret that decision. No? Are you sure? Maybe you're the one in the wrong line of work, Mr. Lawyer. Ouch. So I made one mistake. Look, if you messed up, wouldn't it? Okay, whatever. Probably Trucy's escape.
Yeah.
I might have performed the teleportation trick flawlessly, but what about Trucy's escape trick after that? Did you make some kind of mistake during that? Oh, well... Well, did you? You see... Did you or didn't you?
Eep.
I did. You're absolutely right, Mr. Lawyer. I made a mistake during Trucy's escape trick. I'm sorry I lied.
I kicked her really hard.
I feel like I pulled off a magic trick of my own just trying to get that out of her. Yeah, well, you did. Like, literally, you used magic. Apollo. Shitlord. So you made a mistake during Trucy's escape trick.
Yes, I was in charge of operating Mr. Hat, you see. But I made a huge goof. So, did Trucy explain to you how the escape trick works?
Yeah, she knew that we'd need to know for our investigation, so she shared the secret. Let's see. After Trucy escaped from the coffin down into the understage passage, Mr. Hat was to be pulled up to the catwalk by a winch.
Bud.
Trucy would then pop up on the stage through a trapdoor. They didn't say it, at least.
I was operating Mr. Hat at the time, but I flubbed where I was supposed to have him stand. I was supposed to make Mr. Hat stand to the left of the coffin, but I messed up and I had him stand to the right by accident.
That matches up with what we saw during the show.
Huh? But then, doesn't that mean... Trucy would have ended up popping on the side opposite to Mr. Hat?
Yes, she would have, if she hadn't done some quick thinking on her feet. She managed to pop out on the right-hand side of the coffin for me. So the audience never even knew a mistake had been made.
Way to go, Trucy!
But my mistake caused her so much trouble.
I think I'd better ask Trucy about this later, too. Oh, by the way, we'd like to investigate the understage passage. Would that be alright?
Oh yes, by all means. I can help prove Trucy's innocence. I'll unlock it for you.
Hey, you there. Got a minute?
Oh, Mr. Redness. Yes, of course.
Not you, Bunny. The lawyers. They're the ones I want to see.
You have business with us?
I heard you two are from the same agency as Trucy. Is that right?
Yes, that's right.
Well, this is for you then. Hang loose, baby.
A contract between Take-Two TV, the first party, and Trucy Wright, the second party. If I, through the fault of the second party, the show must be cancelled in part or in full. The second party will pay $3 million as compensation to the first party. Yeah, this guy did it. $3 million?
Yeah, that's more like it. That shocked reaction, that dopey expression. She didn't even have $3 million. You're not even gonna get anything out of this.
Yeah, like, this literally wouldn't work. He asked for too much because if she was indebted to him $3 million, she'd just declare bankruptcy and be freed of the debt. So whatever.
Yeah, pretty much would just obliterate the the whole Grammare line. That's his goal.
Yeah. Really?
I know. I'll put you onto my show. We'll get one of those cartoon anvils to fall on your head.
Wait a minute. Is this one of those hidden camera prank shows?
Ha! You wish. That's an official contract. See for yourselves. You're the lawyers, after all. You should know one when you see one, right?
Yo, that fucking grin is the worst. It's so douchey. He's right. It's all signed and everything.
Look at that Z. That's the most extra Z I've seen in my life.
Retinas.
It's fucking zooming off.
Understand The undersigned understand and agree to the terms and conditions outlined above.
Good job.
God, that
Tracy.
is not. That is not the best way to end a contract. Dude, any actually good lawyer could actually pick that apart. It's like, that's not even a good enforceable statement, sadly, for this guy.
Better make sure your agency pays what Trucy owes me in full.
Are you kidding me? The Wright anything agency doesn't have that kind of money.
I guess you're gonna have to go fishing for some. I can see it now. Craziest catch. Legends of the seasick lawyers.
Fishing in the high seas? No thanks. I can't even swim.
You live in, like, Los Angeles. How can you not swim? Objection! What kind of ridiculous, low-down, unfair, one-sided contract is this?
Hey, no. There's nothing ridiculous here. It's all perfectly legit. It's got her signature on it, see? Ugh. My boys have got to see the stupid looks in your faces. It's priceless. And post. I'm getting responses already. It's gonna go viral.
No, how could he?
Bye, reputation.
Thanks for the contract.
You ain't seen nothing yet, baby. I'm gonna drive Troop Grammar and everyone associated with it into the ground. There's your right for getting involved with the Grammares.
What's this grudge you have against the Grammares, anyway?
Huh? What are you talking about? Stress is making you paranoid there, champ. Come on, Bonnie. We have more filming to do.
Oh, yes, sir. Excuse me, Mr. Lawyer. Oh, and I'll unlock the door to the understage passage for you later.
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow, after the trial.
Later, lawyers. Hang loose, baby.
Later, losers.
We totally owned you, lamers. Why would Trucy sign a contract like this?
And why did all of this have to happen when Mr. Wright isn't here? We'll have to come back to the understage later. Let's go hear Trucy's side of the story.
Good thinking. Can't let you hit the high seas just yet.
There must be something we can do. We can't let the ratings Rajah get his way.
Any ideas?
So we can't pay back the money. I'm off to the tuna expedition for a TV show.
Cheer up, Apollo. You have to have a positive attitude about these things. Tuna. I want to eat tuna tartare. Tartare. Although, herb-crusted seared tuna sounds pretty delish, too. Which one do you think sounds better, Apollo?
I think a positive attitude is one thing, but I have zero intention of going tuna fishing.
Oh, phooey.
She really thought I was gonna go? Any bright ideas on how to get us through this crisis?
Biggest problem right now is how to pay back the money, you know, in times like these. We should consult a lawyer.
Oh, wow. Gee, now why didn't I think of that?
Wait. Yeah, Athena's a little bit thick sometimes. Which is really weird, because she's actually really frickin' smart.
She's really knowledgeable about psychology. That's it.
Ooh, a bucket!
Ooh, a bucket. Fuck you.
Ooh! A bullshit contract. Nice. Ooh! Fingerprints. Nice.
Discord broke. Yeah!
Ooh! Discord broke. Nice.
Yeah!
You're probably gonna have to exit and re-enter in order to see the game.
I don't know why.
Worked this time? Nice. Alright, let's get the hell out of here.
Ooh.
Alright, Trucy, you're arbitrarily done with your questioning now, right?
Yep, that's right. I mean, to be fair, we were at that fucking studio for what, like 2.5 hours?
3, 2, 1, ta-da!
Wow, now you made my handcuffs disappear. How'd you do that?
Doing magic tricks for the guard?
Now, should I try to make you disappear next, Mr. Guard? Can you do that? Oh yeah, please. This is so exciting.
I want to do anything but work here.
We should probably stop her before there's another incident.
Jersey.
It's M's favorite character. She can make police officers disappear. Oh, hi, Polly. Hi, Athena.
We, have some more questions for you.
Judging by the looks in your faces, it must be about something big.
Yeah, I guess you could say that. Things gotten a little sticky. Oh, and I have to remember to give her that thing she asked for, too. Trucy, do you remember this contract?
Yep, I signed it before I went on stage.
What about this liability for compensation article here?
Liability for compensation? What are you talking about? Let me see that. What? $3 million?
Just as I suspected. She didn't know about that part.
I've never seen this article, and I read the whole contract from top to bottom.
Yeah, I didn't think you'd miss such a big thing. There's your signature. So what's going on?
Well, signatures can't possibly be fraud.
Signatures sure are easy as fuck to, trace. I mean, anybody can.
Maybe there was some kind of trick involved. You know, like when I signed it. Ah, you know what that probably is?
That's like...
I've done that before. Where
Yeah,
there's like, you know, they want you to sign something, but they have light paper underneath, so you sign the thing underneath of it as well.
Yep.
That's
it
totally
works.
What it is. Yep.
And it's also a very commonly used thing, not even for like fraud, just like school systems. They give you...
It's for systems where they want you to sign like a billion things. They just want you to be able to sign it faster.
Yeah. So in other words... Oh, no, that's for Athena.
In other words, you think there might be some kind of foul play afoot?
I'm willing to bet that Ratings for Ja is the one behind it. Bonnie told us about the mistake she made on stage.
Oh, you mean with where Mr. Hat had been placed? Even I was at a loss for what to do about that for a second there.
So how did you fix the problem?
Well, I was down in the understage passage when I found out. Had to work my butt off to fix it, let me tell you.
Is there even a trap door on both sides? It's weird.
After I escaped from the coffin and went down to the understage passage, I got a signal from Bonnie saying she had made a mistake with Mr. Hat's positioning. No joke, I was freaking out. After all, I had to be back up on stage in a few short minutes. Magical girl Trucy Wright was faced with an unprecedented crisis beneath the stage. Will this spell the end for Trucy and Grammar Land? And then what happened? Athena's totally hooked.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right, I read your line. Eat it.
That's right.
I was supposed to get back up on the stage through chapter number 1 on the left. Using a platform that could be raised and lowered called a stage lift. So she had to push it.
Yeah, she had to move the stage lift.
There was a stage lift ready and waiting in the lowest position under trapdoor 1. But Mr. Hat had been placed on the right above trapdoor number 2 by mistake. There was already another stage lift underneath trapdoor 2, but
It was up.
it was in the raised position since we hadn't planned on using it.
Okay, so how did you get back up onto the stage?
Why, through brute strength. I couldn't lower stage lift 2 by myself, so I pushed it back out and out of the way. Then I moved the lowered stage lift number 1 into place under trapdoor number 2. Work it. This thing is heavy! I wish I could have moved it with magic. Unfortunately, my magic is useless under the stage. The understage is a dark abyss that drains magicians of all their powers.
I can see why it's called the Abyss. I never knew it could take so much out of you.
That's just how it goes in the real world. Illusions are created by the blood, sweat, and tears of those behind the scenes. Wow, I learned so much just now.
Lucy, have you ever told anybody else about all this?
Nope, nobody.
Sounds like some critical information. I better make note of it.
Thank you. And finally, it's time to present a bunch of bullshit. I already did my attorney badge, I think. I'll do it again.
Here you go, Trushy.
You're just letting me have it? What's come over you all of a sudden?
It'll take her mind off the things for a bit. Why not let her have a little fun with it?
Oh, I see how it is. Throwing down the gauntlet, are you, Polly? Fine then. In that case, why don't I make the money vanish from your wallet?
My money will disappear on its own when I take you to the treat after this trial. Ramen at Eldoon's Noodles. Cake, anything you want.
That's it? No sarcastic barb at the end? Are you sure you're feeling alright?
Huh? Did I say something wrong?
Are you saying you want me to conjure up a copy or two of this?
Absolutely not. Forged evidence isn't going to help us in court.
It'll be fine. With my magic, I'll make sure the audience can't see the strings attached.
Not the audience, but the discerning eyes of the law I'm worried about.
Ready to bring in the second dark age of the law? No matter where I perform, I always put this poster up in my dressing room. As long as it's up on the wall, I feel like I won't make any mistakes.
Like a superstition, huh? I know the feeling.
Still, I didn't stop such an awful thing from happening today. I hope my granddaddy doesn't show up at my bedside to scold me tonight.
Me too, Tracy.
me too. Yeah, Jesus Christ. Fucking ghost of him just shows up.
Okay, just another one of these.
Yeah. Crime photo. Still can't believe Bowser's dead.
Have you been acquainted with him long?
No, I just met him for the first time in the Koopa Kingdom. But didn't he used to belong to Troop Gamare? Yes, but he left while I was still little. Even if I had met him back then, I don't would have remembered it. Good one. That's why I was so excited about working with him.
Yeah, who could have predicted anything like this would happen?
You know, I haven't noticed any text errors. The Dual Destinies was a bit of a mess with text errors. There were a lot of them.
Yeah, but it was a fun mess with its text errors. Okay, no copies here.
Conjuring up a copies of the fingerprints.
I hope she brings up a... Yeah, let's copy a bucket.
No, we don't want copies of the contract, actually. Can you
we'd
actually
rather
make
burn
this
this
disappear,
contract.
as a matter of fact? That'd be a good thing. Alright. I think we're good. It means it's just your notebook.
Here, Trissy, here's your notebook back.
Oh, great! Thank you very much.
So what's written in there anyway? Looks like it's full of secrets or something.
That's because it is. It was originally my granddaddy Magnifi Gramare's notebook. He used it like a diary and as a place to jot down ideas for new magic tricks. You know, it did seem familiar. I think this actually existed in Trial 4 of Apollo Justice.
I think it did.
Some of which only members of Troop Gamare have ever laid their eyes on.
Wow, this notebook is a really big deal then.
Yep, that's why I always keep it under lock and key. I bet a magician would do just about anything to get their hands on that notebook.
And we found it mixed in with Mr. Roos's belongings. Could he really have been trying to steal it?
The Troop Gamare's creed is also written inside. True entertainer always keeps a smile on their face. That creed was passed down to me from my daddy, and his daddy passed it down to him.
Truth always keeps a smile on her face. This is due in part to her family's creed.
Thank you.
Trucy, I want to talk about where we found this notebook. We found this notebook mixed in with Mr. Roos's belongings.
What?
Do you think he might have been trying to steal it?
No way. I can't believe it. The great Mr. Roos would never do any such thing.
But would it be so far-fetched he was after Troop Gamare's secret tricks? It makes for a pretty compelling motive to take the notebook. In any case, we better focus on doing something about this contract for now.
Trucy signed it in her dressing room, right?
Then we'd better do a little more investigating there.
I'm so sorry I put the two of you through all this.
Don't worry, we'll get to the bottom of this. There's gotta be some kind of mistake.
If you need me to, I'm willing to take drastic measures. with my magic.
Haha. You're not planning on pulling some magical money out of there, are you?
No, my magic panties are much better at making things disappear than up here.
Do I want to know what she's planning to make disappear? Yeah, the contract.
Apollo, we have to do something, anything to fix this.
I agree. Go check out the dressing room again, for starters.
Okay, and we should finally check out the understage passage, too. The abyss, and you have to go through the backstage area. Be careful down there. We are... you know what? No. We're done, okay? Like, look. This is so fucking long. Jesus
This
Christ.
investigation isn't ending.
We are...
I wonder... I swear to God, we're gonna go into the fucking abyss, and they're gonna be like, hey, also, by the way, there's a secret room in the abyss. You can investigate this room, too.
This might be a one-dayer because of how much we're investigating. We're up to 3 hours and 20 minutes.
The thing is, I don't think there's anything else for us to look at. All the things that we've joked, alright, that's investigation 2. All here.
I'm guessing we'll get to talk to somebody in the dressing room, and the understage will actually get to see something new, which is like some evidence about the police.
I think that this probably will be a one investigation trial, though. This is too much information to be a normal trial.
It's weird. I recall trial 2 of the 5th game taking 3 days. Meanwhile, trial 3 only took 2. So they actually switched them around in terms of like the trial length. It was weird. In any case, that's a good stopping point. We're going to go and examine that next time. I just don't want to be on this all night. Maybe we can get some Stardew in, but who knows at this point.
Who knows? Jaden probably won't want to. Well, no, he might come on for a bit, but it's going to be a very short session.
We'll find out. Bye-bye, everyone.